where we dance.
You may dance now.
Because we do what we're told.
I don't.
Sort of.
I type encouragement at somebody in the chat.
I thought you were about
That's what
to
I
tell
do.
me you type in cursive, and my brain went through this whole cycle of how.
Ow.
Yeah,
That too.
me too.
He has a trackpad that he uses it on, and yeah, he doesn't.
Oh God,
actually
that
type
would be
anything
awful.
out.
Oh man.
No, I actually need it to do it for me because you can't read my cursive.
Oh.
Fair enough.
My cursive is better than my regular.
They never even taught my kid cursive.
They teach handwriting at all anymore? Like, everything is typed.
We are missing someone at the moment, and Jesse will catch up as soon as her. I guess we'll say hello and welcome to Deputized Delvers. I'm Uncommon.
Yo.
These are your Deputized Delvers, and Jesse will catch up with us as soon as she can. She is getting her internet reworked. She's got some new hardware, so we're excited to have her here. When she gets here, we'll sort out the videos and we'll move on. So, hello and welcome, episode 6, level 6. People in a school for clerics and paladins and druids and all the wonderful divine casters of Ektoon's Seminary. How y'all doing today?
Great.
Great.
Doing well.
Excited.
We get to play D&D.
Oh man. I'm glad.
Did you do anything exciting today?
Me? I started playing Escape from Tarkov, and today's the first day I didn't lose everything every single time, so that was it's a plus.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Improvement. Game looks ridiculously hard.
That's so bad. Or not bad. It's so hard. It is not bad. It is a good game. I'll probably stream it this weekend and just chill out and get frustrated a bunch. So tune in for that. All that aside, who is ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons? I only saw two hands. Okay, we can take a break.
Ready for some. Is it time for a break?
So, last time on the Deputized Delvers, and it's been a while, so this recap might be a challenge, but I'll tell you, you went on a train. Spoopy escaped death.
Yes.
You met some of the fellow students. You were told that one of the rules is better not get caught murdering. Then you were all assigned rooms. Some of you more separate from the others, and you spent some of the night exploring and poking and causing a little bit of trouble. Your target.
I don't know who you are talking about.
Nobody. Y'all are beautiful angels of innocence.
I was in my room all night long.
There was a hot pursuit.
These scorch marks in the hallway are still fresh. The smell of does burnt stone have a smell? I feel like it should.
Well,
Maybe
I don't
burnt
know,
dust?
but does burnt
hair?
goblin have a smell?
Yeah, it's better than not burnt goblin.
Wet goblin is the best smell. So yeah, that's what happened last time. And today we're kicking it off. Is the morning bells ring throughout the building? It sounds like it's coming from the center courtyard and echoing down the hallways. Is the seminary comes to life again, and those who went to bed late, maybe you're a little groggy. You didn't get the best sleep, new strange place. Takes you a minute to wake up and realize where you are. And I'm going to go ahead and cut us over because this campaign is going to heavily rely on the map. And we have this beautiful map for you, and I'm going to make sure that it's on a giant black screen for the audience.
It definitely is.
Definitely
wait.
is.
Yeah, scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just zoomed really far in.
Oh, that way.
This is excellent.
Oh yes, for all of you, you need to go find
I
your
feel like the
find the
map
tokens.
changed.
I'm not tracking any change, but maybe.
Okay.
It's not changed, it's just hiding from us.
All
Because
of
we
it's
can
hiding.
only see what we can see.
No, but I remember our rooms being. I don't know. I thought the hallway was bigger.
My room is right where it was.
Okay.
I'm
It's
not
been so
clever.
long.
I'm not clever enough to edit a map in between sessions.
Oh, well, I was just really hoping it was Hogwarts. Everything shifted.
Be fair, that is reasonable.
I will say that having Roll20 up in Firefox and Roll20 up in Chrome to make all this magic work well enough, computer hates me. So you can probably see it if you're watching the stream, that if I want to move the map a little bit to the right, it's just gonna, there it is. Just gonna be real sharp, but it'll work out. So you wake up in the morning, you have a schedule in your hands. I believe most of you have Abjuration 101 today.
Sounds about right.
All
Yep.
right. I leave it in your hands, as this world and this school is yours to explore. So I find where the Abjuration classroom is. What would you like to do?
I want to go to class.
Yeah, I for one would like to go to class.
Okay. You have a little bit of period in the morning if you would like to eat breakfast
Perhaps
or...
breakfast. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should eat food.
I want to go get food and see if I can find my friend. Why can't I get out? Let me out. Let
Is
me
the
out.
door open?
Are there
Who's
doors
my-
blocked? I think
There it
I've-
is. No, I just didn't know where the door was.
Oh.
Finn, are you my bodyguard?
Currently.
What is
Okay.
this? And I need to find Finn.
You need.
I need to find Gran and B.
Okay.
I assume we're all gonna meet up in breakfast. That was, I assume, the plan.
Do
Yeah.
we know where breakfast is?
Breakfast is
Presumably
the
in the
tavern.
same place we had dinner.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
Ah,
as you walk in, walk to breakfast, and I know we do have tokens you can pretty freely move, but describe your actions for the audience, and for me to catch up on the camera. As you walk in there, it is the same as before. There's this plethora of bacon and eggs, cheeses, crackers, grapes, fruits, even some granola and some kind of yogurt, milks, coffees, not coffees, milks and orange juices.
not coffees.
Not coffees.
Very specifically, no coffee.
Very specifically, no coffee. Laid out for you. We're gonna start.
Well, I'm gonna grab a plate full of bacon
Okay.
and go sit down here in this corner.
Finn is going to step over to where presumably Bernard and Beholder and Gran are next to each other. Presumably.
Okay.
I have an odd question, you two.
Oh, yes. What is this?
What is it? Finn?
Finn looks at B. Perhaps you'd be willing to trade charges with me. I think
Oh
that you're
my
a better fit
God,
for...
yes, please. He snores.
Wait,
Well,
what?
Are you over here, Clay?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm actually sorry. I'm sitting over at the table eating bacon.
I just think that I would be a better fit for Gran, and B would be a better fit for Clay. Any objections?
I'm
We have
fine
to
with
do
it.
this now before anyone realizes who is whose.
True.
I guess we're all for it. And Finn will turn and walk over to Clay and relay the message.
I was only kidding about him snoring.
Just so you know, B is going to be your bodyguard henceforth. I think that would be a better fit. He's a ranger, and that seems more your speed. And yes, and the swap has officially happened, unless anyone dictates otherwise.
Okay. So in between bites of bacon, I'm like, okay.
So as you settle in and you begin to eat your breakfast, another student walks in and begins to do the same. And it is Durant Crowan, followed closely by a large yeti, who instead of following Durant slumps down into the corner of the kitchen, and Durant walks over, picks up a few pieces of toast and egg, and will eventually make his way back to his table, where he sits and eats.
feel like
Ben is going to be observing, having breakfast, but very specifically, subtly observing his mannerisms, what he's doing, what he's eating, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Gathering intel.
Give me a deception check.
Really? Wow. FML, guys.
Hey, thank you, Spoopy, for the sub.
What? I didn't do anything. I'm not. What? No.
Okay, noted. As you begin to, it's only about 10-15 seconds as you begin to observe. He looks over at you, takes his plate, and walks out. And the Yeti follows behind.
And so now it's just us in this room again.
It is for now.
Like, there's just nobody around putting this food out.
It is. It is
No, it's magic table food.
refilling itself. Correct.
Oh, okay.
That was happening last time we were in here, so it's nothing new.
So as you take like a spoonful of eggs, like you dip in and pull out, it refills where the spoon had gapped in or created a gap.
Awesome. I'm going to go back and get more bacon.
You're getting more bacon.
Well, I didn't want to take it all.
Finn is gonna take all the bacon. Finn is going to take a moment to go to Clay's room, gather their things, and then move to the other room and stash their stuff in the other room.
Okay, so you're gonna shift your stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
too easy. After a give me a perception check, Clay,
Perception check.
please.
Hang on. Got to find it. There it is. Do the thing. I don't guess I need to narrate it.
Nope. What's your passive?
Wow. Oh, more than that, I think.
It might
14
just
probably.
Yeah, 15.
15.
This
Oh,
would be
okay.
15.
Yeah, you sit down, you start eating bacon, and you realize that this plate of bacon is different than the last plate of bacon. As you begin to eat the bacon, it is no longer a greasy, fatty pig bacon. It is now a cleaner, healthier turkey bacon. It is
I
definitely
don't like
different
this
than the last
bacon as
plate.
much. That other bacon I had was a lot better than this bacon.
If you
Anybody else eat the bacon?
No, I haven't been feeling too great today. I'm gonna take it easy on eating.
All right. Turkey
Hmm.
bacon.
Nibbles, I was gonna ask. And we're alone. We're still. It's just us, in the room, right?
Yep.
What happened to you last night? You said they were coming. Something about fire.
Nothing. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Tell you some other time. When I'm feeling better.
Okay.
Still
Oh.
frazzled by it.
Is like, do you have hair naturally? Because if it's half burnt off, I'm hoping it would be hilarious.
I would
that's all.
imagine it's very patchy work on me.
Okay.
Like originally. I don't know what it is now. Half burnt. So even less patchy, more patchy.
Okay.
It's about that time. Another, we'll say bodyguard enters. You'll recognize Tobias's bodyguard, the fishman. He steps into the door. He looks to the left and to the right, and then says something back out to the hallway. When the other walking, more fish-like individual, the fishman, we'll just call him the Kuatoa, walks in, and he'll start also gathering food.
This food is delicious.
Okay, I'm curious about this bacon now, so I'm gonna go get some more bacon.
Okay.
Compare the bacons.
Up at the buffet, it is pig bacon. The stuff you had the first time. As you grab some and put it on your plate, it becomes turkey bacon.
Huh.
I feel like if someone else grabs it, it would stay pig bacon.
Finn is
the
actually
only
very
one-
curious and will walk over and take some bacon.
It remains pig
Witnessing
bacon
this.
on your plate.
Somebody disapproves of me eating so much bacon.
Interesting. Okay. So
Why
Finn
are
is
you
gonna
all
take
eating so much bacon?
Finn is gonna
I
take
s-
the piece of bacon and hand it to Clay.
Oh, I take the bacon from her.
It becomes turkey bacon.
Okay.
Take
I'm
it
gonna
back.
s-
It
I'm
becomes
gonna
pig
say,
bacon.
I'm gonna say to the room, I do not approve of this turkey bacon, and that's it. I'll just keep eating it.
Okay. Usually Tobias
Excellent.
sit down and he'll start eating mostly fruits and nuts.
You said Tobias?
Tobias, the
Okay.
fish man. I had one second. Let me find my roll 20. What's it? Hotkeys. Because there's something I can just show you the picture of all these people on. I think it's a click. It is. Z. It is Z. So if I do this, then you see Tobias.
Nope.
You don't see it.
Nope.
Okay, one second.
No.
Make sure you're on the right layer. That's 90%
Shift
of the
Z.
time what it
It's
is.
Shift Z. Oh, I saw it. It just didn't show for you.
Oh, geez.
Ah.
Okay, yep.
Oh, look at that. So that's Tobias or Tobias's bodyguard?
This is Tobias's bodyguard.
Okay, and that's the no.
This is the Kuotoa.
That's the Kuatoa. Okay.
Yep. And this is Finn's current token. This is what
Hi,
Glenna.
guys.
That's what Nibbles looks like.
Nibbles.
This is the flaming skull in the hallway that cast the fireball on you last night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I do believe I have to click away. There you go. So, nobody else ends up making their way in and out in the next 15 minutes as you eat your breakfast and you chat up and explore the properties of the bacon. Anything else you want to do before moving on to your first class?
I'm gonna cure
No.
wounds on Nibbles.
Okay.
Well, I should be fully
Yeah,
rested.
full-
This is
yeah,
more
long
of a
rest.
flavor thing.
Then quit acting like you're so hurt.
I was, I was hurt. I'm just a bit frazzled now.
Does anybody know if the bodyguards are supposed to attend class with?
I was wondering that myself. Anybody have an idea?
Tobias chimes in and says, "That's my understanding too. Bodyguards attend the classes. They're your bodyguards."
Oh, thank you, Tobias.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
To be honest, I would feel more comfortable if my bodyguard attended class, given that the rule is not don't murder, but don't get caught murdering.
It is an interesting rule.
Fair. I like Tobias.
He says something to his bodyguard you can't quite hear, and they will leave.
Perhaps we should make our way to Abjuration 101. Anyone here have their paper that lets them, they read the paper, it tells them where to go? Any of
Of-
you?
Yeah,
I think
I
all
will
three of you
have mine.
should.
I have mine.
Do.
I have mine, says Gwenna.
I will
Right.
ask it to take me to my class.
Okay. And a red line appears on the floor. And we're going to draw that red line really quickly. Like this. I don't think you can see it until I let go of it. But there it is. Right outside the hallway, lights up a pathway, a GPS signal that takes you in. By the way, anybody watching the stream, let me know if it looks really choppy in my preview, but I don't know if that's translating over. And then I'll have to, figure out why.
Oh, hey, look.
It does look a little choppy on my end. Just
Okay.
like what I'm watching here.
Yeah, Roll20 is just a hog. When you get this many objects on, I'll figure it out later. Probably should have restart.
Are those lines for all 3 of us groups?
You are all in the same class,
Okay. Then I will move my character and Gwenna.
for the sake of my sanity.
I was gonna say that would be really hard.
I would have put it past him.
Wait, where's the front?
At a table game, maybe. As you walk in, there's somebody that does look authoritative, like an instructor, and those are seats, benches, for students. And you see, we can just.
I think these
Aha.
are the seats down here.
They are.
Turtle.
And
Seats are
up
down
there
to the
is
bottom.
the teacher.
Oh, okay. I will move us in a
No,
second.
Paul.
Yeah, frames are dropping. Let me see if I can solve this problem. But I know exactly. Start closing things. Oh, I don't need Origins open. I don't need Steam open or Epic Game Store. I guess I don't
How many
need
things do you have open?
Oh,
hey,
oh,
I have Steam open. I
absolutely.
should close that.
a whole bunch of things. Discord, unfortunately, you don't rate right now.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
3 apps are using my microphone. Which one? Oh, the one
I
that I
assume.
expect. Where's the advanced? Everybody's seeing me do my Chrome settings.
Ooh.
Ooh, piles points.
Get your piles points. We're gonna relaunch, so you're gonna miss out on a little bit of streaming stuff.
Oh no, guys, missing out.
It is a
I
shame.
feel
Oh my god, did you see that? That thing that they didn't get to see?
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, it was so incredible.
Yeah, that Yeti flew.
Now, of course, the reason hardware acceleration wasn't alive before is the unfortunate circumstance of you see everything's black. Hardware acceleration kills the
Oh yeah, the shadow thing, the line of sight stuff in Roll20 absolutely wrecks your processing speeds.
well, that processing speeds and the what am I thinking?
Streaming frame rates?
Well, it won't stream. It won't show up. So now I'm on right. I'm using it as a monitor capture now rather than a Roll20 capture, which should fix it. It's just not very friendly. Almost there. I think we're gonna have a good solution here. I think all the frames are back.
You found all the frames?
I found most of the frames. Most of the frames, and you get to come up. Okay, thank you for bearing with us. We are back, and this should be so much smoother now that Chrome's not choking the life out of my computer.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because you have a pretty beastly computer.
Yeah.
So it's what is fish guy's name? Please remind me.
Tobias.
Tobias.
So
So Durant and Tobias are in this class with us.
Durant and Tobias happen to be in this class with you. Yep. Okay. And as you sort in the authoritative figure in the front is a large bipedal turtle. Anybody here trained in nature can roll nature check.
Oh, I bet I can.
Certainly hope.
Yeah.
Beholder will too.
Gwenna would probably, especially being an aquatic. in agreement.
Oh, no.
I got a 13.
Okay. I mean,
Good number.
anything above a 10, a 13. I mean, this is a turtle. They are a little more rare. This one here was wearing the vestments of a cleric of Ektun. His shell is a black armored. It's a black and armored with large spikes that extend out with glyphs carved into them. Leaning against the desk, you see a wicked staff of black onyx with skulls at the top where the maul, the blunt part of the maul would be. The eyes glowing a faint green, and he stands at the center of the classroom watching you enter and flipping down at some notes. When everybody settles in and the alarm, the bell rings, he gazes upon the class and says, "Welcome to Abjuration 101. Your first class, your first morning, your first week." He looks back and forth to the class. "Who here can tell me what abjuration is?"
All right, where's Hermione?
Ooh.
Yep,
you,
there's Hermione.
Mr. Cotter!
he does. He lifts his finger and he points to you and says, "Go on."
My understanding is that abjuration is casting spells to protect oneself or to stop others from having magical effects, something to that effect.
Abjuration is protection. It is detection. It is shield. It is aid. It is arcane lock. Who can name some other abjuration spells? He waits.
Awkward silence.
And he waits.
Finn glances around at the other people, including Tobias and Durant, and is just like,
Tobias looks like he's thinking really hard. Durant is not paying attention.
what is what is he
Well,
doing?
nobody's answering.
What else is there to do? Is he fidgeting? Does he have a fidget spinner?
The holder will lean over and whisper
I know
to
one.
Clay, banishment.
Oh, I was going to answer lesser restoration.
Well, what do you say?
Or banishment. Lesser registration. Lesser registration.
Lesser registration.
Lesser restoration.
I know. I love it. I love it.
He looks at you and he says, "Oh, we have ourselves an abjurationist potential in you. Well, today's lesson, we're going to talk about the effects and the possibilities and the potential of sanctuary. Who has heard and can tell me something about sanctuary?"
I'm pretty sure I have that spell.
And answer your earlier question, he's leaned back and he's sitting in the bench like the rest of you, but the Yeti is behind him so he can lean back on the chair on the Yeti as a back of the seat.
He brought his pillow.
He did. He's not napping, but he's kind of just staring at his feet, looks lost in his own thoughts.
The pillow. It's a pet.
Pillow pet.
Oh no, this one's scary.
Sanctuary.
This is just sanctuary. Someone tell me about sanctuary.
Does Finn know about sanctuary?
Well, sure, it's basic. If you want to know about sanctuary, you can know about sanctuary.
Would Finn know that it's not a paladin?
That it's not a what?
Not a paladin spell? I, as a player, know that it is not a paladin spell because Well, I guess, Gran, did you say out loud, I think I know that spell?
No. I, as a player, think I know that spell.
Okay. It depends on what oath. That's all. Never mind.
So he
Finn
gives
wouldn't
it.
say anything.
He gives it a few moments. Does anybody volunteer an answer?
Nibble raises his hand.
And he looks at you and says, "I will not suffer the help to speak."
Yep, thought so. Just testing you.
As he begins to pace around the classroom and he walks closer, he stands in between the two benches. He looks at Durant momentarily, then turns away and walks back to the front. And he begins to explain Sanctuary. He explains, let me make sure I'm getting it perfect, but that it is a spell that. Actually, you know what? We can do this in voice. We're good. Sanctuary is a spell that wards a creature against within range against attacks. Until it ends, it may influence your opponents to choose another target. A smaller, weaker target. Something less valuable, maybe. Minions come to mind. What other targets would you ward the attack towards?
Finn looks at Gran.
That was a small joke. That wasn't very nice.
No, that is not what Finn is implying at all. Finn is a weaker target. Is what Finn was implying. Whatever.
Do you two have something to share with the class?
No.
That's unfortunate. You so far have shared nothing and showed no amount of effort or intellect worthy of Vectune. I hope that your time here proves fruitful.
Finn is taking notes this whole
too.
time. Just saying.
I'm gonna read your notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've decided that Finn is a lot less a bodyguard for you because you don't need a bodyguard. Finn is your butler.
It's probably very true.
For the practical exercise portion, I will cast Sanctuary on a dummy. One at a time, you will come up here and attempt to hit the dummy, your bodyguard standing next to it as an alternative target. I want to see you experience the willpower required to strike your enemies. And with that, he produces or pulls out a wooden dummy made of straw, or padded with straw, to the center of the room. It kind of scrapes against the stone. He says, "Queue up, get in line."
Dun 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 dun.
I look around, and if nobody's going first, I'll go first.
Okay. And he motions for Bernard to stand next to the dummy. And he says, "Make your attack."
Okay,
Just give me a melee attack of some sort,
working on it.
and then a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Oh.
All right, so you bring your quarterstaff to bear against the target, and as you do, you feel the sanctuary, the ward, take effect as your quarterstaff redirects itself and forces you to choose a new target as you strike your bodyguard. What is Bernard's short name?
Beholder.
Beholder. So Beholder, you do see it coming, and you do your best to throw up your defenses, but it guides it into you. And I know that's not exactly how the spell works, but work with me, y'all. And he says, "What did you experience, Clay?"
I really wanted to hit the dummy, and Instead, I hit B.
How does that make
Like-
you feel?
Kind of not very powerful.
Think on that. Sit.
Okay,
Next.
I just sit back down.
I'll get up.
Okay.
Finn will get up and stand next to the bodyguard or the dummy.
Give me another melee attack. Okay. And a wisdom saving throw.
From me.
Yes. Because as you begin to attack this target, you feel the ward fight against your mind. You push through it, pushing through the warded area and striking the dummy with your fists. It looks like on the side of the face, dealing 4 points of damage. Some straw flies out, and he goes, "Oh, excellent! The will on this one is not as useless as her mind. You may sit."
You ready, Quilla? Yeah. It's been awfully silent.
Go ahead and give me just give me a 2d20. One will be the attack, one will be the wisdom. Okay. So, Gwen will pull out her, we'll say she pulls Shillelagh out, and she makes an attack on the dummy after being hesitant and reluctant. So hesitant and reluctant that she hits neither the dummy nor you, as the weapon hits harmlessly on the.
It fits her
right on the
really
floor.
well.
It really, yeah, it's on point.
Without giving her too much RP, she will squeak and then hustle back to her chair. And the turtle will shake his head. He says, "I am Professor Krang."
Crag?
Krang. Krang. And this has been your first day of Abjuration 101. Now, you may notice that we have barely spent any time in the class. It's because you will take this knowledge as practical exercise, and you will go practice. Go! Get out of here! Take a
Out of
slip on the way out.
character?
Yeah, what's up?
Does he make Tobias and Durant do that too?
No, not he does not.
Rude. Fine.
Tobias looks like he was about to get up to do it, and then he began his spiel. He says, "As you leave, take the slip of paper from the table. It'll allow you 3 castings of Sanctuary if you're unable to do it at this present time. I expect 3 attempts per casting to hit your targets. Use your friends, use your bodyguards, use your potatoes for all I care. Come back with a report on your experiences next Monday." Or next first day of the week.
Oh, this sounds fun.
Oh, by the way, for those of you watching, there's 5 days in a week, not 7.
Yeah.
We discussed this.
Worst
on
decision
Tuesday.
I've ever made. We need to just fix that at one point.
Granny will get up and grab the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, Clay will do the same thing.
Finn will just follow Grant out, glancing back at Durant, as Finn is wont to do.
Okay.
Is he awake?
Who's that, Durant?
Mm-hmm.
He is awake, and sorry, I zoned out thinking about something. So he is awake, and he is getting up, and he's starting to shuffle out. Tobias a little ahead of him, and you said you were doing what, Spoopy?
Just,
Following me.
I'm following Granite, and just kind of like, I don't know, shyly glancing at Durant, as Finn has been doing.
Give me a. What are you attempting to achieve with the glance? Are you attempting to look, perceive? Are you attempting to influence?
Both. Kind of still trying to gauge him as the person, if that makes any
give
sense
me
at all.
both a charisma check and a perception check.
Okay, well, we'll do perception first. 22.
Got a real
then
good look out of him.
Wow.
And then a natural 1.
Okay,
Nice.
so you
Fuck.
he's very perceptive. As you do look back, he catches your eye, and then your attempt to make this a charismatic glance definitely doesn't hit home. As he glowers back, and he says, "Got a problem, nerd?"
Wow.
Finn will.
Hey, don't you call my friend a nerd?
It's
Finn will
accurate.
very, very quickly just blush, like legit blush, and
Okay.
look away, and just kind of like move on the other side of Gran, and just staring at the floor and keep walking.
Okay.
Beholder will chuckle.
And if any of you stall in the hallway, he's just gonna walk past, and he'll ignore
There's
Granite's
the
comment.
abyss.
All right.
I'm gonna turn to B and kind of say sotto voce, but not quite so sotto voce. Who does this guy think he is anyway?
And Beholder will go, I think he thinks he's some kind of a hot shot.
I assume all this within his earshot as he's walking away. This was an attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
that could only feed the abyss.
All right.
Oh no,
think
the
about this.
abyss.
Yes. The
Oh, no, the
There's
abyss.
really no social graces, so
Oh jeez. The Professor Krang, as you leave, and he notices the incident, will he'll shout at the group of you, and he says, "None of that shenanigans in my classroom. Detention!" And he points to everyone that spoke except for Durant.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
wow.
And you've on your schedule, the next time you look, you'll notice that instead of a free period,
Oh no.
let me pull up the. Where's my notes? Ah, there it is. Class schedule, which is yes, this evening. You now have latrine duty.
Oh, good. I don't say that out loud. Yeah, I was gonna say, seems like the brunch bunch is starting up.
So it was.
But you do notice he
If I glower at him now, are you gonna make me roll intimidation?
at who?
Durant.
Well, Durant's got his back to you. He's kept walking without hesitating.
Roll
So
really
you
well.
may glower all you want without rolling. But if you'd like to roll an intimidate and see how well you do glower, I'm down.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That.
So that's Gran and Clay both got detention. Gwenna did not. Correct.
Grant. Sorry.
Yeah, Nibbles and
Grant.
Gwenna should be good, right?
The bodyguards are irrelevant, but if your bodyguard spoke up, you get detention.
So I got double.
Nibbles has been
detention.
so good.
So Clay spoke up.
Finn didn't
Finn
say
didn't.
anything, but Gran
did.
did.
Okay, so Grant has detention. Clay has detention. And did Beholder? Did you say anything?
Beholder said something, yes.
All right, so
But
then...
Beholder is with Clay.
Okay, so Nibbles is the only one that kept quiet.
Yes,
So-
the
all right.
troublemaker's always really good.
So Gwenna is the
knows
only
when
one
to
of the
talk.
three of you that has detention. So yes, he would have pointed to Clay and Granite. You are responsible. As you're quick to learn out, you are responsible for the actions of your bodyguard. They are an extension of you.
Good to know.
And with that, you have about an hour before the next class. What would you like to do? As I delete people from the rooms.
Well,
I don't want to beat
Look-
up that kid that called my friend a nerd. and then got me detention.
Finn will, once we're out of earshot of everyone. I appreciate you having my back, but be careful. It's best not to make enemies on your first day. But I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, you should know I can't keep those things inside.
Oh, I have figured that quite well. So I suppose you should hit me with your hammer a few times, I guess. What was your homework again?
I don't want to hit you. Let's go hit something else with my hammer.
Okay, and out of character, homework was
Three castings.
three castings
Three
and
attempts.
3 attempts each, so
Yes.
9 total
Per
attempts.
casting.
Absolutely. And we don't have to roll off on each of these, but you could tell me how you complete the assignment.
Have we seen any other like dummies around?
You have not. You've only really seen the hallways and this one classroom.
Okay.
I would imagine we could cast Sanctuary on one of us and then have another one stand there.
I'm fine with that.
I happily volunteer as tribute if you want to whack at me. Either under Sanctuary or not.
When you're one of the students, you have to do the hitting as well.
Well, yeah, we could trade off though.
That's true. It'd be just like practicing on the ship.
Understood. And if you don't mind, I'd like to attempt. I'm intrigued to see what it feels like to veer off and hit someone else. If you wouldn't mind me taking a swing at it as it were.
Will they be able to tell that someone else did our homework?
You got to write a report based on your experiences. You tell me.
Oh, in that
Well-
case, Finn should take all of them because Grant's not going to write a report.
Oh, God.
That was
Oh,
only
yeah, I
half
guess we-
joke.
I guess we only have to appear to have done the homework, not.
Cheating already.
To be completely honest, I think that this homework is actually a really good idea. Just saying.
Oh, sure.
I mean, you can have half of my spell slots if you'll write the report.
I will help you write your report.
That sounds wonderful.
Excellent.
Feel like I don't know, but maybe would Gwenna just like try to bake a cake and use that as one of the targets?
Would she hit a cake? I guess more than faster she hit a person.
She probably would
Practice on
not.
bags of flour.
Yeah, bags of flour is almost exactly what she would practice on.
See, I was
Have no doubt.
thinking she would bake a cake and then one of us would have to go eat the cake to get her mad enough to actually want to swing on somebody.
Speaking of which, she has posted things.
Okay. Is she in or out or having more trouble?
She's having issues with the internet. They have no ETA.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, we wish you were here.
Yeah.
We won't do anything.
Sorry.
Still, I can't tell you. We won't do anything too crazy. That's not up to me. So your abyss, by the way, has been noted, and we'll call that it's detention abyss.
Oh God! Every time they throw the abyss, we're getting detention.
Today.
Guys.
Did somebody throw the abyss?
They
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it
Was
down.
it Game Jockey?
Yeah.
On her.
Can I give NPCs frickin' detention?
Oh no! I'd have to choose the method of detention. But you could totally throw detention on the table, and let me see what BS reasons I can come up with to give it.
Nah.
Your shoes are untied. Detention.
But detention might be fun. Who knows?
Anyway, let's go explore and find a place to hit on each other.
I like it.
Okay,
All right.
I'm down with that.
How you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely exploration mode wherever you guys or gals would like to walk around, I'll describe the scenes as you get there, and you can see we have a much smoother map right now.
Once we get out in the hallway, Beholder would probably say we should probably explore places we can't get to at night.
Which is like everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and at some point when we have a quiet moment, Beholder would pass on the information that he saw that cat walking under the skulls and not triggering it.
Okay. So
To know.
Oh,
at this
Also-
intersection, I'll talk when you're good. Sorry.
hey, Beholder,
Yes.
are you hurting?
From
I
the
did
hit
Did I actually take damage from that?
I did whack you pretty hard.
for
I think
6 damage.
Was it 6 damage?
Or
7.
were you two-handing it? 7?
I'm always two-handing the quarterstaff.
I keep wanting to put a C
Sounds
in
dirty.
that too.
I think he's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, Casey, you were going to say something.
Oh yeah, I would love to give the descriptions. I just don't want to interrupt roleplay.
Oh, okay.
As you come to this intersection, you do see the skull kind of floating around. He's not illuminating. Well, actually, I guess he is entirely illuminating because this is an underground place. There's no lights during the day. He's illuminating the hallways. You can see kind of his eyes flicker to you when you get about 15 feet from him, and he's just observing and watching. He becomes aware of your presence. To your right, to the east, you see a bunch of offices. They're clearly marked with each of the professors' names on them. And then there's a stairwell at the very end. So you see the far left says Lord Crowan. To the left, but closer, is General Elton, War Master. You see that Professor Krang's office and Professor Shame's office, where you passed him earlier in the hallway, right outside the classroom.
And can you ping on the map where each of those are?
Yeah. So
So
General Elton, War Master. Lord Crowan, Headmaster.
I'm not seeing pings.
Oh, right. Here and here. And then down this hallway you just came in, really closest to that position is Krang's office, and this position was Shame's office. But the doors, again, were farther south. If you look closer on the map, you'll see the little wood on the wall. That's the door.
Okay.
To your south, you've gotten to the graveyard, and to your north is one of the
Oh, it's a
washrooms.
bathroom.
It is where you may wash up and relieve oneself, which I'm sure you may or may not have used or need to use. But we don't need to RPP it.
Well,
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
oh, I guess I'm following Gran. Point of order, my character would have a torch right now. Where did
Okay.
I go? I disappeared.
I will
I'm stuck under,
torch you up.
which she
do.
apparently already has a torch.
Yep.
I'm just saying I don't always have a torch.
Gotcha.
Apparently I'm glowing right now. So.
I'll probably leave it up for ease.
Cool.
You got to the intersection that is your rooms, just past the graveyard, but now we're back in the graveyard. So
Okay.
in the graveyard there is a trapdoor. It is locked in the northern right. Yep, right there. And then just
To change my color.
and that looks like graves of distinguished figures and headmasters are here. Some of the graves are absolutely ancient, but seem to be not crumbling and in good condition.
A trapdoor is very interesting.
Catacombs, maybe?
Oh, that might be.
The abyss.
Can we cast our spells here?
Oh no.
Uh,
Sadra, why would you do that?
Sadra wants something to pop out of the graves.
No.
Detention for being in the
Detention.
graves.
Oh,
We
don't.
can't hear you,
don't.
Casey.
How long have I been muted for?
I don't know.
Right
It's
after
been
the
quiet for
trapdoor
a while,
in
so
that area.
I might
Yeah.
have coughed, but I told you about the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Locked up. Oh, I must have just coughed and forgot to do it. Yeah. All right, Sadra, throwing it in. Okay, noted. Detention just got harder.
Great.
Here, Gren, just move Finn with you wherever you go. You can just move both of us. Unless it won't let you move me, but I'm pretty sure it will.
Did you get
It will,
back?
because I've been moving Gwenna this whole time.
Okay.
You get back
You just
to
have to
the
highlight both of us.
original courtyard. You notice the stairwell that you came across to the east has been sealed up, and there is no exit.
Exit.
You die here.
I'm a gnome and I don't mind being underground, but that's a little creepy.
And to your east here, there are more bedrooms. To your west, there's the washroom. The cat is lounging in the hallway underneath the skeleton, the one
that's
you
the
saw from the
cat.
night before. Yep. This cat moved freely in and out of the creature's vision.
I want to pet the cat.
Give me an animal handling check.
Ooh, I don't know what that looks like on this character.
I mean, you're a wise person, yeah. Apparently not.
Nope.
Yeah,
We've been rolling like garbage, guys.
the cat is lounging, and you go right for the belly. As it latches on with its claws and bites at you, start scratching. Take 1 point of damage. As the blood starts to drip from the scratching. And then it darts away.
Ouch.
Next time, give me a whack at it.
Sure.
I'm just kind of wandering off looking at stuff.
Okay.
Finn is
Like-
continuing their map that they've been working on, mapping out
Like-
all of the things and the places and the names and the stuff.
Okay.
Seriously, just absent-minded. I'm keeping a lookout for the library.
Okay. So what you have here are several classrooms that are either in session or not. The hallways continue up to the north to another corner that leads back to your own rooms in a large square.
Where does this go? Is that just more classrooms?
So as you go to the south, you do get to the end of the hallway with another classroom. This one, as you get in, get to the bottom of it, there's a small window that you can peek into, and you see a very large, exactly as you see it. The word is Baylor.
Something big.
Make it big so we can see.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You see a Baylor.
Ah,
And he seems to be talking to several students who aren't presented there at the moment. But he's talking to several students, and he's holding the goat in one hand over a large summoning circle. And with his hand, he begins to squeeze the neck of the goat as his claws open up its throat and blood splatters onto the ground. The runes begin to light up. And you see him glance in your direction as he glowers in your direction as he notices you at the door.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
yes, killed that goat.
Hmm.
His eyes narrow as he motions for you to go away.
I immediately step away.
Yep. I'm gonna go this way.
Anybody here speak Infernal?
Nope.
I do not.
Or Abyssal, excuse me.
Nope.
How
I
about
still do not.
draconic?
Okay. No. He shouts something
Wait.
as you flee in Abyssal. Does not sound nice.
Note to self: do not look through classes through the windows as classes are in session.
At least not that one.
All right. As you pass that one, if you were to glance in, there seemed to be no class going on, but somebody working, intending to a creature in a cage. An orc in a cage.
An orc in a cage.
Oh, that's dark.
It's dark. I don't know what to do with that information.
Hey, Nibbles.
Yes.
It's another one of your friends up here.
Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The wall skull.
Yeah, not my friends.
Hey man, you don't know that he got attacked by a skull. You weren't there. You were asleep.
I was asleep. I just heard about the skull. I said, "Hey, it's another friend."
What's this? That
Yeah,
looks like
what
a
is
classroom.
this?
So this one here, as you look in, you see another professor looking over some notes on what is a slab. It's more of a slab than it is a table. Just a stone work with papers and scribblings and tomes on it. He seems to be working at the moment.
Is that? Hey, B.
Yeah.
Is that one of them tieflings?
Beholder would probably know that, right?
Sure.
Okay. He'd be like, yes, I believe it is.
I heard about them. Never seen one.
Doo-doo.
So about
Are
that
we
time,
following?
the next bell rings, signaling the end of class and the start of lunch. And you hear doors opening in classrooms, and especially down the hall, students start to wander out. Oh, nope, wrong one. I need to really pin some tokens all over the place, but a little better than I'm doing. There we go. And there we go.
I found the lunchroom.
Hey, we've been there before.
As we turn this corner, though, Nibbles wants to quickly examine and get close to the skull and touch it. Just touch it real quickly.
Okay. You want to touch the skull.
He needs to know if it activates outside of nighttime.
Okay. You touch it,
That's
and nothing happens. It moves a little bit in the air, returning to its original
As soon as
position.
it moves a little bit, I scamper off like, ah!
Okay. We all down. And this time, some more students. Constantine and Vicky will come in at about the same time and take seats. I guess the closest seat here. As the floating, the specter, the eye, head, teeth with mini stalks, floats around over the bar, and a shadow, I believe, one second. Yes, a shadow flickers, well, I guess in the shadow of Constantine. On lunch today, you see a spread of different breads, meats, cheeses, and again, some fruits, some vegetables, options for salad, but more of a mundane spread than the breakfast.
Fruit and cheese.
Okay.
Meat and cheese. Cheese and meat. You want some of this with the beholder?
He'll turn down the meat, but he'll take the cheese.
All right, I'll bring a plate of meat and cheese over and give you most of the cheese.
I'll take some too. I'm getting quite hungry. I haven't ate. Yeah, I'll take some.
I'll tell you what. I'll drop this plate off here. You guys, I'll go back and get a little bit more.
Oh, wonderful. You're amazing. Thank you.
The holder will be like, if there's any fruit.
Oh, I'll throw some fruit on this plate.
Are the rest of them just sitting at the table where the food is being generated?
No, the food is always being generated up here.
Oh, okay. It's just there's actual food on this table, and I was confused.
Yeah, artwork and all.
Gotcha.
I'm not that magical.
If there was any salty pork meat, I would have grabbed a bunch of that.
Okay.
And it immediately turns to turkey.
Yeah, finding the fattiest,
Saltless turkey.
the meat. It allows you. It doesn't change when you take the first couple helpings, but at a point, if you keep piling on your plate, it will transform into turkey.
It's so healthy. It's so considerate.
You get the feeling it is preventing you from eating yourself to a quick death the best it can, while also not denying you food.
Okay. I'm gonna play with the bacon in the morning. I'm telling you.
You're gonna get the number down. You're like, I can have
I'm
exactly
gonna
12.
figure out how many slices of actual bacon can I have before it turns into nasty turkey bacon.
That you still eat anyway.
And then you're gonna find out like it's 12, and you're gonna get to your 11th one, and then you're gonna like cram 4 at once in your mouth.
There's a
That's
trick
how
You
to
that's
have
gonna
this-
work.
I like
I
it.
don't care if it turns into turkey bacon after it gets in my stomach.
Oh, that'd be the best food ever if you could just eat a burger and it turns into a salad.
That'd
Yeah.
be great.
Oh man. Talk about
Okay.
Yes, I'm hungry.
I think we're
Well,
hungry.
now I want to do a
what it
startup.
might be.
We are the brunch bunch after all. Anyway, Finn is thoroughly embarrassed from the bullshit that happened earlier and just doesn't say or do anything.
Okay.
Wow.
Finn, we should probably actually do this homework that I was supposed to do.
Absolutely. After a quick bite, perhaps we should make our way to the room and try it there.
Sounds good.
We need a third person, or actually, you could just try and hit like the door and hit me instead, or preferably not hit me instead.
I'm happy to volunteer.
Are we all
That's fine.
doing
too.
this together?
I mean, what do you want to do, Nibbles?
Uh, sure, I can help with this. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride at the moment. Bodyguard and all.
Do you mind having sanctuary spells cast on you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I mind that? That's neutral spells. So yeah.
Well, if you get sanctuary spells cast on you, you still might get whacked with a quarterstaff.
That's all right. It's just a quarterstaff. I've taken worse.
Right?
That's fair.
All right. I figure Gwenna and you and I can take turns either whacking or standing next to Nibbles.
That's fair.
Does
Yes,
that sound
that's-
amenable?
Ooh, what is this?
Yeah.
Are we gonna role play through this whole thing, or are we just gonna kind of?
You tell me.
I have
Okay.
no desire to roleplay through 9 different attacks.
Yeah,
Can we,
friend.
can we just say we
9
did the
different
thing?
attacks per person.
So the three of you take turns swinging at other people and having other people take the hit if you succeed. That's how this works out. You just take turns hitting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Okay.
Nibbles is going to be sanctuaried,
All right.
and then when it wears off, we'll do it again.
Everybody, just go ahead and roll for the sake of this. Anybody who, we'll see you all participate equally. Everybody roll a d10 and just take that much damage.
To do that.
Ouch.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. As you all kind of cycled through the.
Nope.
Can I
those-
have that with uncanny dodge?
Sure.
How did I
Okay.
take the least?
You're
Those who
raging the whole
were
time.
swinging against it, you took notes on the, because it is the students doing the swinging. You took notes on the will required to break through, and when it didn't work, and you're kind of trying to find that line and that edge, and you realize that it's not a constant, that you sometimes could and sometimes couldn't. Sometimes you had the will to succeed, sometimes you didn't. There was no trick. Just kind of felt where your mind could push against it in different places each time. You think with time and experience, you might be able to penetrate this with more reliability, but there's always some
proficiency.
random chance with higher proficiency. And with that, the bell rings, ends lunch, and your next class
Is
is
detention.
divination.
No, that's later. Sweet.
So,
Perhaps.
Yep.
Hey, Gran, you want to talk into your paper? Find out where we're going?
That is my divination class.
All right. So, on your paper, red. You see a red line. Whoop! Did I have to draw properly?
Are we all coincidentally in the same class again?
Oh, every single time you have the same schedule.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to ruin Casey's. Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds
I'm
like
gonna
an easy
teach
fun time.
3 different classes at once. I believe in you.
Okay.
The mark. Oh, the mark is gray. That's not gonna
Oh,
be
yep,
helpful.
I see it.
It's over here.
Oh wow.
Uh,
I changed color on me when I went to freehand. Here you go.
Here.
Boink.
Door's locked.
Did I really lock it?
Well, I mean, I can't make it through. Oh,
It's because there's people in the way.
It's
Just
no,
just
it's
pick up
one
and-
wide.
Pick up and
Yeah.
drag.
One
Your...
wide, and I was moving 2 people.
It's not exactly.
happens.
Oh yeah, that too. It's also not exactly the same place as the door on that one.
I'm sitting
Is
with
that a
these
dead
2 cool
person?
people.
So,
Am I sitting with dead people?
are you?
I
Tell
don't
me.
know who's next to me.
All right. So there. Of course, now everybody else would like to see what we're doing. Zoom, zoom,
You're
zoom.
on me.
So, this classroom, as you walk in, there is in fact a corpse on the table.
Is this where we dissect it?
Are there any other people in this class with
There,
us?
there are. There is the, there is River Silidar, the Silidar, and her Yanti Brugard. There is Varhalis and her large spider. The professor watches you all come in and tends back to the body and back, checking in on you for a few moments as you all settle in. It does look like. Were you on top of? Yeah, you were on top of. I see. Okay. As you get settled and the bell rings, the professor, who is quite an old, haggard-looking man.
Mm-hmm. Hagrid.
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 Turns over and looks at the class and says, "Welcome. To divination. I'm your professor, Abby."
Your name is Abby?
I am Professor Abby, your divination professor. Divination is the ability to foresee and foretell.
I love this professor.
To guide one's hand, detecting and identifying, uncovering the true nature of the world around us. Some might say... 1 second, this is going to be a tough one.
Oh.
Nibbles goes to the corner and just like kind of lays down on the
Okay.
bench in the back.
Some might say, Professor Abby, how is it you managed to look so young and be alive at your age? They might say, well, why are you so young and still alive at your age?
Yeah, why are you so young?
We have this observant people in the classroom. I tell them, and what I say is, and I convey to them, that when you can see the future, you know the best outcome for your health, and
I think this
And your
getting enough
longevity.
sleep.
And he begins to walk up and down the aisle between the two of you at the door. He looks at each of you in turn, even the bodyguards, taking a first
Finn
look at.
is uncomfortable.
Oh yes, he
for
gets
reasons.
close to Finn very first, and he looks and he peers in and he says, "Hmm. Yes." And then he shuffles over to Granite and looks down. You see
Hello.
a bit of dribble from his nose, coalescing on the tip of his nose, and beginning to stretch down.
Have a hanky.
Oh, a hanky! And he looks up, and with that, it falls and drops to the floor at your feet. He says, "Yeah, I can see things." Well, and
What do you see?
one might ask and say, Professor Abbey, how is it that you're so young
I knew it.
and still alive at your age? And he tells the story again, and he begins to wander around the classroom. And he goes to Gwenna, nibbles, and repeats the story a couple additional times. We'll give it a good solid 3 times. And he works his way back to the classroom, or back to the front of the classroom, peers over the body, and says, "When did she expire? Oh well." Turns back to the class, says, "Today."
Okay, hold on. Now I need to know how dank or rancid is it in there, smelling wise? Like that body has been in there for a month, or
It does look. It does smell like it. It smells more like preservatives and
Okay.
embalming fluid than it does a rotting corpse. Good thought though. As he turns back, go ahead.
I'm going to try to quietly create the scent of roses in here
Okay, give me a
to
sleight of
cover up
hand
the
check.
dank smell. Okay.
The dankest.
Smells like chemicals.
Okay. With a 12, the professor has no idea. But
He's super perceptive.
he's so perceptive. "I see things," he says, as you do it. But he's not looking at you. "One might ask me how I'm so young." But the drow notices what you're doing. Where are you on the map? Oh, there you are.
I am
Yep.
sitting in the back right corner, I think.
Yep.
Not the drow. That's not the drow. That's the Seaman.
Seaman.
Seaman. Which means I may have given him. I don't think I gave him the wrong hook. Anyway, he looks over to you, and he looks back at the professor. And he kind of rolls his eyes and nods to you in appreciation when he sniffs a bit. And the professor continues. He says, "For your 4th lesson, we're going to talk about our ability to see magical energies."
Did he say 4th?
He did.
Yeah.
So,
you guys are gonna learn nothing here.
I've hidden a magical item in the room. Find it, and you may have the rest of the afternoon off. And then he leans back and he looks at you expectantly.
Finn
Who,
would like to look around the room.
Okay. I'm going to touch you on the shoulder and give you guidance if you are going to use a skill check.
Thank you.
The holder's also going to scan the room.
Okay.
Finn knowing how to hide things, apparently not talk to people, but hide things, would like to just do like a perception sweep of the room instead of an investigation.
You may. Beholder, you don't see anything that's emanating in kind of magical energy, nothing that sticks out as an unusual, well-crafted item or furniture or weapon. Everything seems plain and mundane. And Finn, you get the same sense. You think that this is a if something is magical, you're not seeing it.
I'm curious if there's anything in the corpse. You wouldn't happen to have a spell that allows you to, say, detect magic, would you?
I don't. I can detect things that are evil or good, but not magic.
Interesting. I look at our druids. Either of you have that spell?
Let me look up Gwenna's.
I do not have that spell today.
It is a ritual cast.
I don't know the significance of that
It means he can do it, and he can take 10 minutes and cast it.
without
Oh,
it being
we can
in
do
the
that if you
spells.
want.
You may, if you want.
Okay. Let's do that. 10
Okay.
minutes is
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
In the meantime, Finn is curious about the body and will probably go look at it.
Okay. Yeah. You may. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Thinking that perhaps this is the kind of teacher who might hide objects. So
I feel like this is a professor that's.
Okay. She does not have it prepared. You see Varhulis cast the spell. His eyes glow for a moment. He starts looking around the room too, standing up and walking around. And you start casting and prepping your spell. You might. I believe you double. I don't believe you're correct, Game Jockey. So we're gonna run it this way for now. But thank you. Anyway, we were saying Varhulis was walking around and looking. Finn, you gave me an investigation check. At a 9, you notice a couple of things. All the fluid's been drained. All the natural fluid's been drained out. It's been embalmed. There's some wrappings around most of it. The feet and the hands from halfway through are unbandaged. The eyes are missing, and in their place are some intricate gold coins. They are coins of Ectoon's currency, but a really well made, crafted one. The hair is neatly tucked and tied away. It's a well taken care of corpse. Other than that, though, it looks mundane. Yep.
Finn goes back over and talks to Clay. Or doesn't talk to you, but hangs down over there.
Anyone else doing anything in this
Yes.
10 minutes?
I would
I'm
like to
doing-
just do a regular old, like, perception check.
Okay. You may roll a perception check. Okay. You see the same thing everybody else sees. Nothing seems to be magical or standing out in this room. Varhulis, after looking around for half the ritual time, will stop and will look over at Clay, and he says, "Hey, I think that I think the old man didn't put anything out here. I see nothing."
I'm going to keep casting.
And Varhulis will go shrug and say, "Fair enough," and he'll go take a seat and open up a book.
How much knowledge would Finn have about the detect magic spell? Does Finn?
Do you have arcane proficiency?
I do not.
Okay.
But my logic is Finn hides things. Presumably, Finn would know that certain thicknesses of different materials are harder to see through.
Give me an arcane check.
Okay.
I'll aid with
Do you
that.
understand? You'll help me.
Yeah.
We'll sit there and chat quietly about this.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, you get that. You can. That's easy.
have that knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. I would quietly mention that to Clay so that when he is actually searching, that he makes sure he takes into account that it might be hiding behind something and also just be magic.
Okay. All right, so 10 minutes go by and you finish casting the spell, and the room. You know that with the detect magic spell, magic glows, and you can focus on the glow and get the school of magic. Are there any magic items on any of you at the moment? I don't think the boot.
Ooh.
Is
The
that
boot.
wand I found last night magical?
Did I tell you what that wand was?
No, we
No.
never taught. We
No, but I
never.
thought. Did you sleep on it? I thought you did.
I took it.
Shit.
I didn't.
Never said that you were gonna sleep to identify it or use time.
We were going to ask someone to identify it in the morning or
Yeah.
Oh,
later.
okay.
Or detect magic on it.
Okay.
I do have the boot and the dust of disappearance, are the only magical items I have.
Yep. So those
Oh
two
yeah, the boot.
glow as magic of the respective schools, and the wand does glow as magic. And I remember.
So Clay, you see my water skin that I always carry has a boot-shaped magical item inside.
Yep.
Because none of you
And-
know about the boot yet.
If that wand is magical, it's tucked in my boot.
Okay. Yep. You see a magical glow. For his foot is glowing.
Okay.
What school of magic is it? Do we know?
Focusing on it. Let me double check
Yep.
the school.
I'm looking at it.
Yep. It is a.
Please be your vocation.
Conjuration.
Ah,
I had to look it back up. I was like, oh yeah, that wand. Let me go and pull the notes up. Okay, and around the rest of the room, as you scan and look, there is nothing else that is magical. You spend a full minute looking around the room before the teacher looks up and says, how's it coming on your guidance spell practice?
okay.
Oh. Guidance
Hmm.
spell is a different spell. Oh lordy.
Wait, guidance?
He changed I'm so sorry, sir. What lesson number is this?
You're on your second day of
Oh, good lord.
Detention. We go over guidance spells.
What did we
Guidance
learn? What
is
did we
a s-
learn on lesson day 1?
Some asked me how I'm so young and so still alive.
That sounds like day 1.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and like get closer to this dead body thing, whatever it is, and be looking down into it where like the sides of it are not blocking line of sight, just to make sure.
It's not like buried near it.
You don't sense anything, and in fact, he turns to you and says, "Take a seat. We're not asked for student assistance at this time."
Okay. I'll drop my concentration.
Okay. And he will start to lecture you on guidance. He talks about lending aid and increasing one's skill proficiencies, and he finishes off the lecture after repeating parts of it several times throughout the course of the afternoon with, "But since you've all been such great students, no homework this week." And the bell rings.
Yay.
Oddly, right after he finishes his sentence.
Well, that was fun.
That was weird.
I wonder if he really is going to expect us to turn in homework next week. I don't think he's going to remember he gave us no homework.
I don't think he's going to remember much.
Uh,
But
think
I
you're right.
have a feeling we will remember it all. Every single retelling.
Oh, most
So
definitely.
it's early. Is it mid-afternoon now?
so now that it is now the period between, it's about 4:00. You now have two of you have free evening
Nope. Two of
and
them
dinner.
have detention.
Well, I'm counting the bodyguard. So I guess actually 4 of you have free evening, 2 of you have detention, and 2 of you are the bodyguards whose free evening is probably protecting during a detention.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there we go. That all makes sense now. But the bell will ring, and you'll see a couple students leaving the classroom, going to their rooms or going to the tavern. It is dinner's open most of the night, so nobody's rushing to get over there between classes. You see most people seem to have a free period, and yes, with that, what would you like to do? Those on detention have a short period of time. Well, you have as much time as you want. You could ignore detention, I guess I should say.
That would not be a good plan at this point.
I
Finn,
think that would not be wise.
Finn would like to go back to their room.
Okay.
Gren, would you like to join me? I'd like to head back to the room.
That sounds like a good plan.
Excellent. I believe we are heading to get back to our room this way.
Gwenna, let me take it back to your room.
I can't move. Oh, you were grabbing it too.
No, you had Gwynna as well, and when you have people spread out over a space like that, it
gets weird.
Yeah, it won't go through walls because it's like you can't fit 6 spaces through one door.
It's D&D.
So we're going this way.
She did say she should be over there in a minute, like 25 minutes ago. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Right. With that, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break.
Yay!
It's 7:30.
Cool. I'll go get more water.
Oh, hey, look at 7.
See y'all after the break.
Sorry, I didn't mean to move you there.
That's fine. It's a lot
Same.
easier in
No,
person.
judging by her face, I literally think she's doing the audio test right now. Because she keeps talking and then going,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 6. Halftime show is over, and we're ready for the third quarter of the show, where these people, these friends of yours, the some of the greatest people in Dungeons and Dragons history, wave great people. They also look. They perform when you tell them to do things. Haha.
like,
He's paying us.
He's paying you guys?
There's pay.
What?
He,
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
I would like everyone to know that I have one of these fancy, like you close it and you shake it and it makes a shake thing, except I shook it when it wasn't closed and I have a horrible mess. So I'm just saying right now, I'm gonna be a little busy. Sorry.
The shaking things, and you made a mess.
Yep.
Hey, it happens every other night. All right, so I that's inappropriate.
You are a wonderful human being.
What I need to know is it a mess every other night, or is it just you only get it every other night and that becomes a mess?
Well, I try not to drink too much diet soda, but I have a problem not shaking the can.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So, all right. So you as a group, what are you doing? As you have a little bit of time before detention sets in.
I'm
Will
sulking.
we have time for dinner after detention?
Uh,
Do we know how long detention is?
Detention is. 1 second. Let me fix the cameras real quick. Unspecified amount of time.
Great.
I'm gonna
Maybe we
eat
should
before
have
I
dinner
go.
before detention.
Yep.
So for those of you watching, our lovely Water Genasi is having issues with her getting sound. So she's here but not here, and I figure y'all should. Anyway, Finn would like to. We were going back to our room, if I recall.
Okay. You all find your way. Well, you two find your way back to your room. So I have Gwen and Nibbles in the room. I have Beholder in the room. I have
Is that our room?
Clay in the hallway. You are.
Nope,
Yes,
I'm
that
in
is
the
your
Nope,
room.
we're one over. No, that is us. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
I'm here.
Perfect.
So,
Hi, we have detention, but not you, because you're an angel,
And I was a good bodyguard.
and he was a
Good
good
job.
bodyguard.
all right. So
I rolled a natural 1 and got us 4 of us detention.
Oh no.
Well, I could have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, you coulda.
I couldn't have.
She could not have. No.
all right. So to
Okay.
catch you up, I don't. Were you watching, or should I give you a quick?
Recap. I haven't had internet for
Okay.
ever.
All right. So it has been first day of school. You've had your morning and your afternoon class. The morning was your abjuration class, where you practice the sanctuary spell, and Durant. You tried to interact with Durant a bit, and he's kind of a jerk.
Oh
Then
no.
you went to divination class, where the professor was old and repeated himself a bunch and got lost and senile, and didn't give you any homework. A lot. A little bit. An adorable amount of times.
Right.
Right. And now it is kind of the evening period where where you and Nibbles have a free rest of the evening, and everybody else has detention.
Oh no. Okay. And why does everyone have detention? What did you do?
Would you like me to retell?
This.
Oh, you have to retell the story.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's hear the story.
So as we were exiting class, so Durant, the person that we're here to spy on, was in
Okay.
our class, and as we were exiting, Finn apparently looked at him funny and rolled a natural 1 on their charisma check. and he turned around, and what was it that he said, Casey?
I believe it was.
What are you looking at,
Yeah,
nerd?
What's
nerd.
your
Yeah.
what's your problem, nerd?
Yeah, something to that effect, where Finn just went completely red and like veered off away from him.
And
And
then
then-
Granny yelled at him for calling her friend a nerd.
Yeah, Granny got sassy, and then Clay got sassy, and Beholder got sassy, and now we all have detention, except
Nibble
Durant, because
Nibble
he's
stayed
Daddy's favorite.
We don't know that.
Oh,
We don't know he doesn't have detention.
Well, he pointed at us. He did not
Yeah.
specifically did not point at Durant.
Yes, but did he
I
do
guess
like
we'll see. Yeah, he did.
okay?
Yeah,
That was
I'm
my
pretty sure.
understanding.
Yeah,
I
he
must
did, he
have
did not
needed to
point
be
at.
taller.
He did not specifically point at Durant, who was already leaving.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's on his schedule. We'll find out when we get to
Already in
detention.
detention.
Oh boy.
You do realize this
Okay.
is still right in line with a certain magic wizarding school that we like. Doesn't he get detention literally on the first day? I'm pretty sure. So we're following.
You've
the
got
arc.
it.
right,
You've still got
Snape
room.
nonetheless. And this
Yeah.
was our Snape person.
was
He
our
the
Snape.
potion person.
Anyway, Finn wanted to go back to the room and first of all put away their stuff. And
Okay.
would Beholder have told her about the bedpost being hollowed?
Probably, if we were swapping.
Okay. I would have told you about the secret. I already told you about the secret place under the chest. Finn would do a quick sweep of the room to see if there's any other hidden anythings.
Okay. Give me an
And
investigation check.
See if I can. I've been rolling like garbage today. Hey, there's
new.
the garbage. Okay. Yeah. And then be horribly embarrassed for a little while, and then head off to dinner, probably.
Okay.
You want to go get dinner, Beholder?
Sure. Are you able to identify magical items, Clay?
I could detect magic. Let me go look and see if it is possible for me to.
I almost guarantee you cannot.
I think I cannot, but
Sorry, what
Well,
was
you
the
don't
question?
have a pearl worth 100 gold, so you can't.
oh, that's a good point.
Me.
We'd have to steal one. I wonder if anybody would be good at stealing anything.
You can also identify things on a short rest. The only difference being if it is a cursed item, you won't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
I do not appear to have any identify type things.
okay.
Sounds good.
Could make you a
Dinner.
good berry though.
I do need some healing at some point, but yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Okay. I took like 15 points of damage or something like that total, I think.
And got lost.
So, dinner tonight
Something like
is particular.
you got beat up.
As you each walk into the room, who's first?
Wait, is detention?
Apparently Finn is. 'cause
The
I got
dinner.
there.
Sorry, dinner.
Dinner is before detention.
It's whenever you want it to be. It lasts all night, most of the night.
Oh.
There's always
don't
some
know
kind of
how long-
food.
We don't know how long detention is going to be.
I didn't know if
Yeah.
we were doing dinner before detention. Gotcha.
Finn was
Go ahead
planning on
and,
it. I think we would have talked about it.
Go ahead and regain 10 there, Beholder.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Curious.
So, Finn, you walk in first. You see a spread of, there is like a brisket. There's some burgers, barbecue, plethora of side dishes, some salads. Everybody, most of you see this. Clay, you walk in, you see vegetables,
Are
salads.
you kidding me?
Here's the particular part. As Clay walks in, all the food, as he approaches it, for all of you, turns into salads and vegetables. There's a radius around him that's emanating vegetable aura. And as he gets close to food and gets away from food, it keeps turning into vegetables. He gets too close to your plate, it becomes a
All right.
vegetable.
All right, I'll sit over here in the corner with my plate of vegetables.
Who did you make angry?
Beholder will come sit by you because he eats vegetables.
Finn quietly thinks this is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Nibbles less quietly doing so.
Yeah, because even though Beholder
I'm going to
buys
sit over
specialty
here
meats,
with,
he doesn't actually eat meat.
I'm gonna sit over here with my brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's about right. Only Beholders affected by the ore. Now it's great food. It's still a fresh
Delicious.
and delicious vegetables. But the dinner goes uninterrupted as nobody else joins you in this time period.
Finn is going to pull out parchment and a quill and start writing an essay about Sanctuary and talk through it with Granite.
I'll read over your elbow.
Yeah. Well, talk through it, be like, so what did you experience? Because this has to be like what you experienced, and I can throw
There's no control. It feels like I don't know how to control it.
to feel rather for me it felt really uncomfortable, as if my mind was clouded for a moment. I don't know, it's a very strange feeling. How would you word it? Ow.
Like pushing against a door is the wrong direction.
I like that. Write it down. But yeah, we do not have to role play me writing an essay.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything particular before we move on?
Yeah, I figured since I've got detention, I'll go ahead and write my thoughts down so that the next time we meet.
I'm just gonna
it
point
felt
out.
a little bit like it slipped off a couple of times. Like I was trying to hit the whoever was in I was trying to hit Nibbles in the sanctuary, and it just slipped off and hit whoever was standing next to him a little bit too.
Go ahead and each of you can either write this down as an insight check or an arcana check.
Oh.
It's the three of you writing your essay. The approach you take.
We're going with insight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with arcana.
Beholder being like an arcane archer has some basic knowledge of this and would offer
terrible.
a couple things for Clay.
Okay, you two, you may roll an advantage. So make anybody who got help with their assignment.
Oh, then Finn would have gotten advantage on that, which is much better than their original roll.
I'll roll another one.
Thing, Pillar 4.
Oh, that's way good.
Hey, same.
You both write. You write some pretty good work. You feel pretty proud of it. Your sentence structure, your paragraphs outline the main ideas really well. You summarized it pretty well. You think you've got some good work. It ends up being about 2 scrolls worth, and before you know it, the bell rings. This one more of an aggressive buzzer, as you feel the paper not quite leap out, but the red lines appear for you.
Are we detentioners the only ones who hear this?
Everybody hears the buzzer, and only the 2 students see the lines, but they see different lines. So, for example, Clay, right? Clay sees the red line. That's not red anymore.
That is gray.
It's gray again. Come on now. Sees the red line. Oh, don't scroll while I do it. Sends you in 2 directions. It splits, and they seem to go to the bathrooms to the north and the south. There is a blue line, which we will draw now, that goes to the south, and seems to split off.
And is that one for Granite?
It is the one that Granite sees.
I'm like, why won't it let me out? It's not a door. Doors are annoying, man.
They are. They can be.
Well, Gwyneth, should I take you back to our dorm?
This feels
Oh, there it is.
There's not a
Oh.
privy down here, sir.
So as this line follows it, the line you're looking at disappears into a wall, and as you walk up and approach the wall, you find yourself on the other side of it. The line
Finn
continues.
immediately puts this on their map.
Ah, there I am.
What was this?
It looks like
That is a secret passageway or a portal or something.
Well, weren't we just there earlier today?
It probably only activates when it's supposed to be activated.
Yes. Oh, I'm not there.
Why do we have two lines? We clean this
suppose-
bathroom first?
as you walk in, the door slams behind you. Nope.
No,
Slams
Oh,
behind her.
Oh,
Um,
singular you. All right. I suppose I'll meet you after I clean the other one.
and out of the... As you walk in, the bathroom itself is more or less immaculate, save for the enormous tentacle coming out to attack you. Roll initiative. And I need to... Where's my... Oh, okay. Finn, as you walk in, the same thing happens. The door slams behind you, and another green enormous tentacle comes out, of which I don't have a token, but I have a stat block for. You experience the same thing, Clay.
Oh, goody. Oh, so does that mean
Latrine duty.
Beholder can't go in with me?
Well, it depends. Did Beholder get in first?
No, I was in first.
Okay, so then you got shut behind you, and Beholder, you find yourself on the outside of the door, as a slurping sound echoes
no.
violently out the hall, and an enormous tentacle comes out of the drain.
Is it magically locked, or is it?
Give
You
me
would
an
assume.
investigation check and an initiative. They are level 6.
Oh,
Don't-
should we all roll initiative?
Please.
Don't forget to select
Oh,
your token
wait, before you
first.
do that, let me pull the...
Oh, did I select my token?
I need to pull this out and
Okay.
remove all turns, so now go ahead.
I rolled a 20 for investigation.
Okay. With a 20, it does seem like it was magically shut, but it is physically locked.
Okay. Can I use my thieves' tools to pick it?
On your initiative, you may.
Okay, cool. Let me roll
Wow.
initiative.
I'm just gonna use Vicky.
Gran got a 24 the first time. But it didn't have the token.
Who rolled
It says-
Vicky 3 times.
It says granite in all the places.
Oh, we'll use Vicky 3 times. We'll have to use other creatures.
Prowl Priestess of Law.
Well, that's not what
Roll-
you're fighting, but I need
I
tokens.
rolled an 8.
Can you roll again, and I'll replace the number.
Yeah.
First one was a 24 for her, which is super bomb diggity.
Is it connected now?
Oh, by the way, real quick, Finn, your door didn't close. The tentacle's there. I do see it, and it was an 8.
Mine didn't close.
It didn't close. The tentacle is there, and you are at least in a combat.
Well,
Vicky.
And the first one didn't show up.
Excuse me. The first one, what?
Initiative that I rolled.
Yes,
just type over what you had.
I changed it to an 8.
The
You're-
first one was a 24.
Oh, was
for
it
her.
24? Got it. You're now 24.
Dankeschön.
Everybody on here? Claim. All right. Go ahead so everybody can see the initiatives on the screen. Granted, you're the first to react. This enormous tentacle starts flailing around. It looks like it can reach everywhere inside the room.
I want to hit it with my axe.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Is that the axe? You know, I had this open and then I closed it because I was so excited.
An 18 will hit. One-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed, I guess, because I don't have anything else to.
Okay. So you will hit it for 4 points of damage. As you do,
Do you have a shield?
Yeah, but I wasn't holding it.
Okay. That makes sense.
as you do, You hit the slime, and it goes splattering against the walls, taking 4 points of damage. Next up in the initiative order is Finn. What do you do?
Wait, she only did 4 points of damage?
She only did 4
Two-handed.
points. You have 2 attacks, don't you?
Yes, I do actually.
Please make a second attack.
She did 10 slashing
No.
plus 4. wasn't it?
Two-handed.
Nope. It's rolling a one-handed and a two-handed version. And it rolled lower on the
Oh.
two-handed version.
Oh,
Um,
never mind. It's not like sneak attack where it adds on to them. Never
Right.
mind.
so you do another 7 points of damage. Finn, what do you do?
Finn is going to say fuck and take out the rapier and stab
Okay.
and probably roll like garbage. Hey, 17.
17 will hit. 5.
And I do not have sneak attack.
Unfortunately, no. A rogue alone is a rogue no more. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I assume I'm up in melee with it.
Yeah, it encompasses
I
the
literally
entire
have
room.
nothing
It's
else.
moving around, whipping around, and you can't help but hit it if you're in the room or be hit by it.
Okay. That is it. That is literally all I can do.
Okay. Next up is the first slime, which I've named Vicky. It will attempt a constrict attack, which should show up on my... Oh, there it goes. Cool. It even whispers to me. Oof. Take 17 points of damage.
Who?
Granted, take 17 points of damage, and you are now constricted.
Ouch.
Big oof. Okay. Next up is Sally Sanguine, which is Finn's slime. It'll
Excellent.
attempt to
Hi, Sally.
constrict. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Take 13
would
points of
like-
damage, and you are now
I would like to
constricted.
use uncanny dodge to half that.
You may. Take 6 points of
How
damage.
much? 6 damage, and I am squizzed.
You are squizzed. As you both have this enormous tentacle laps out from the sewage pipes and wraps itself around you, dealing enormous amounts of damage.
Ow!
Beholder, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. It flies open so well that is your bonus action.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm going to see this tentacle and fire 2 arrows into it.
Okay. Natural 20 on a Thieves' Tools check as you pull the arrows of the bow out and
Ridiculous.
fire them off. A veritable Lego loss. All right. So you'll hit for 11 points of damage with the first hit.
And my second hit.
9 points of damage as these arrows fly through the goop at just the right angle of the tentacle. You see it just splatter all over the walls. It is still there, but a significant chunk of it has now been separated from the main limb. Anything else for your turn?
I will prop myself so the door cannot close again.
Okay, fair. All right, this one is the tentacle up near Clay. It will attempt this constrict maneuver as well. It will critically hit for 24 points of damage, and you are constricted.
Play.
Clay.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. You watch as your partner opened the door back, shot 2 arrows, but this thing wrapped around like your body, and then got a good grip on your neck and just squeezed.
And you said 24?
24.
Okay. And so now I'm
Restricted.
How many hit points do you have total? And right now?
well I have 40 max, I had 35, I have 11 now.
Okay. All right.
Is this
You
count
feel
as a
good?
grapple?
Yeah, yes, this is a grapple. Yes, it's a grapple.
Okay, so I'm grappled.
What would you like to do with your turn?
Well, I guess. Well, I don't want to die, so I'm going to cast Call Lightning on it.
Okay. All right. Call lightning. Remind me, dexterity saving throw.
Yes, Dex 13.
Okay. It rolls a
There you
dex.
go.
It will get a 21, but is it half damage still?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, and there is the. So
The
it's
extra
15.
plus 2.
Half
Seven.
7. Oh, is that extra? Oh,
that
yeah.
higher level cast.
That is if it's storming weather outside. If it's outside and there's already a storm,
Okay,
it gets
so 15.
additional damage.
So 7.
Yep. So it takes 7 points of damage as the lightning rips out of the ceiling and smashes it. Does it do any damage to the thing it's grappling?
It's anything within 5 feet of the hit, I thought.
One second, let me double check this.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you would hit yourself if you did that.
I thought it didn't hit me.
Only
now
if
here's
you're
the
far
question.
away from it.
Here's the question. You thought it didn't hit you. Does Clay think it wouldn't hit you?
No, Clay thinks it wouldn't hit him.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I also thought I wouldn't hit, but Clay was like, "Oh,
I
we're
had
going to
to
call
do
some lightning on it." So
That's absolutely
Clay's
fair.
a little.
Here's what I'll do.
So I have to do a Dex saving throw.
Give me a dex saving throw and take a point of
At
inspiration.
disadvantage, right?
No. Grapple doesn't
No?
give disadvantage.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
weird. They made it simple.
Okay. And I have a point of inspiration.
For playing that fair, yes.
Okay. Where is it? Okay. I'm still having trouble finding things on.
At the very top. Oh, yeah, there you go.
And
Okay.
then I'm gonna.
You're gonna use
And
that.
I can do it again, right?
If you would like to spend your point of inspiration, you may.
Yes, to not die. That'd be kind of cool.
Okay. What is?
Yay.
So you take 7 points of damage. You call this lightning out. It hits the tentacle and then rips through your body in a sudden realization that, ow.
That was a bad idea.
Okay.
Concentration check.
Do you have a spell up?
Yeah.
Call lightning.
Call lightning.
Yeah, call lightning. I can do
Oh,
it
is that a
again.
multi?
Concentration
that is such
for
a good
10.
spell.
It really is.
Yeah, give me the concentration check. You have to beat a 22
Is that just
No.
a D20?
or an 11.
He has to be
I'm sorry.
either half damage or 10, depending on which is
it
higher.
half damage?
Takes the
Okay.
higher. So in this
Okay,
case, he
so
has
I
to
gotta
get a
beat
10 or
10.
higher
Go for it.
Okay.
for a con save. No,
Do it?
no, you roll 1d20 plus your con.
Oops, I
If you're
rolled the wrong
proficient,
thing.
it's yeah.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
10 plus my con, which is
It is a Constitution saving throw.
yeah.
so if
So
you're
11.
proficient-
Hey, I did it.
You did it. Okay.
Yay.
You do manage to hold the spell that you probably shouldn't use on yourself again,
Just
but you have it. Rule of cool. We'll let it go. Thank you for the rule calls though. Granite, you are up.
This is fun. I would like to cast Thunderous, not Thunderous.
Gwenna and Nibbles, go ahead and roll into the initiative, please. You heard the lightning.
Okay.
How about Guiding Bolt? Let's do Guiding Bolt.
Okay. All right.
That's not good.
Guiding bolt. Yeah, that will miss, unfortunately, as it moves out of the way of this bolt of radiant energy.
That's all I got.
Okay. Finn,
Finn would like to stab a bitch.
you may roll your attack.
I may certainly try. That's not a rapier. That's a rapier.
All right, with an 11, we'll hit.
Good. I do 9 piercing damage.
All right, it takes 9 piercing damage as you. I gotta make sure.
And you know that scene in DBZ Abridged where he's getting squeezed and making squeaker noises?
Yes.
That's Finn right now.
Ew,
Ew, ew.
I love it.
I thought you'd
Um,
appreciate that.
Oh, it's so good. Especially because, oh, gosh, you know what? Won't get into it. Vegeta's winning and it's fun. Vicky is the tentacle for Granite. So that tentacle is going to... Oh, let me make sure I'm not screwing up the order for...
This is gonna hurt.
So Gwyneth came in at a 12, which puts her there. Nibbles came in at 21, which puts him here. So you're after...
I'm just questioning. Do they do that on purpose so that like when we roll in, like we would be in the last of that turn order? I always wondered why it does that.
It just adds them to the bottom of the list. It's not constantly sorting. But Nibbles, what would you have done? Because you would have had a turn before we get to Vicky.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd probably go this direction because that's where the bolt was, right?
Yeah.
South. So 20.
Oh, no. It was north.
No. You would see Beholder with his bow out in the hallway as you leave your room.
Okay, so it was north that the bolt came from.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45?
Sure.
And it's right there?
You could hit anything. As long as you're in the room, you can hit it.
Okay, so the tentacle's there to be hit.
Yep.
Okay, bonus action, go into rage and just start beating a bitch.
Please do.
First attack
22 will hit.
with the +2 damage because I'm in rage, so 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
And then second attack for
All
another
right.
14.
You swing at this thing twice. And as you do, the first time, you chop off the edge of the tentacle, releasing clay, and you come down a second time, driving the axe along an elongated portion of it, and the thing loses life. It goes inert and splatters against the ground. The bathroom
That was it!
covered in slime.
Well, I guess your detention's done.
Oh, I bet we have to clean this up.
Shit and grin over there. Hey, thanks for throwing points into the abyss. That was great. We appreciate it.
I assume the other one's still up, so we're still in initiative. Though,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, there's 3 more.
There's 3 more.
So scrolling back
Not that you guys know that.
down, the Vicky here will... Vicky the slime will attempt to make another attack. What's your armor class, Granite?
19.
It will unable to find a constrict point around you this time, as it misses its constriction. The
At
second
least
one.
my armor is still shiny.
Fair. What's your armor class, Finn?
15.
It will miss you as well, as you find ways to get your arm in and out and keep it from pushing in and causing damage.
It squeezes and I just shapeshift slightly smaller.
And small waist. Beholder. What would you like to do? Their line is gone. I gotta kill it.
I don't know if we would know that there was more. I guess I would probably go try to check the other bathroom, but
Wait, aren't you? Is yours still alive?
ours is
Mine
dead.
is.
Yeah, we don't know where they went.
I picked the lock on Clay's door.
Yeah, they had more people fighting theirs.
He picked the lock. I went in there.
a blender, and a slime blender. So yes, you
I'm so
absolutely.
confused, but it doesn't matter.
You would reasonably want to check on the other bathrooms or your friends.
Yeah. So I would start heading down towards the other bathroom that I know of.
Okay.
Um,
I guess a full dash action, however long that takes you.
okay. And then that would be as far as I could get in the full dash.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to link whatever you want, Mayo, in the chat. It's fine. Oh yeah, dashing across the school in the middle of a fight is a big deal, isn't it? Gwenna, you watch Nibbles charge out. There's some screaming and fighting happening in the hallway. What do you do?
What is she gonna do? I think she would probably follow Nibbles
Okay.
to see what the hell is going on. But before she leaves the room, she is going to put Tuna down and say, "Stay."
Oh man, give me an animal handling
And
check.
close the door. And close the door.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
love Tuna.
No
I
animal
have-
handling check required.
Oh wait, no animal.
What happens is you tell him to stay, and then you like do that thing where you open the door, slide out, keep your foot out, and then you close it on him, and that's fine. But
Yes.
without that, yes, it would have been an animal handling check.
Yay. Good Jessie. Good girl, Jessie. Okay. Okay, Jessie will now find the door.
Yep, it is over 1 and up. I can pull
Over.
your character out of it to there if you'd like.
Aha, thank you.
And so as you exit, you see Beholder pass the corner and start running to the south. And you see, I guess, Nibbles at the edge of the bathroom.
No like. So I don't think she wants to dash. I think she's just gonna go right about here.
Okay.
And from that spot, she's just gonna go, Nibbles,
Yes.
what you do?
Killed stuff, made mess. Now they're gonna finish cleaning it up.
Okay. Okay. Everything fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's dead.
Everything fine. No.
We'll
Okay,
call
so-
that 6 seconds of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna stay put. She's gonna figure out what the hell he means by everything is dead.
Okay, too easy. Clay, what are you gonna do?
So first I'm going to heal myself a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to cast a. Whoops.
I'm gonna cast
Where are we at?
whoops.
There we go.
Cantrip.
I'm
that
going to
daily.
cast a second level cure wounds on myself.
Okay. You heal for 13
great.
points as you breathe radiant energy into yourself.
I can now get maybe not critted, but
You might take a hit.
I will be able to take a hit, hopefully without falling down. And then I'm going to move. Can I squeeze past you there, Nibbles?
Yes. Just. Do you want to leapfrog
That's-
or do you want to sidestep?
2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what's my movement?
30, I
Should
believe.
be
Your normal.
30. So one more. And then healing was an action, so that I could take a regular move.
Yep.
Or I guess I could run.
You can't dash since you've healed.
Okay. Right. So that's what I did.
Okay. Awesome. Granted, you and this slime are having at. It's kind of constricting you. You're moving through it with your attacks. What do you want to do?
I want to hit it twice.
Oh, please do.
That's gonna miss, but that one will hit.
Okay. Yeah, the first one does miss. Second one does hit for 10 points of damage. You're the first one. As you send a large portion of slime splatter against the wall and the tub and the divider.
Oh, well, that is satisfying.
Nibbles.
Oh, yep. Peering out and looking where they're all going.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go this way 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just short. Yeah, I'll just move right there and get ready to do something next turn.
Let me find you on my map. Wait, where did you go? 1 second. I didn't want you to move. That's my bad.
Zoom out.
Oh, I
He's
see.
To the right of the bathroom.
The right of the bathroom. What a direction. Okay. Got it. He's there. Next up is Finn, who is down below. You guys are just so far spread apart.
Oh, whose fault is that?
I didn't get
Detention?
detention.
Neither did Nibbles.
I stab a bitch for another 9 damage.
Please do. You hit the it for 9 points of damage. You've now hit him 3 times as you are starting to splatter ooze everywhere. The door behind you, open. Vicky makes an attack. Not Vicky, but Vicky Slime. An 11 will miss. It fails to constrict again as you're moving with the ebbs and the flow of the tentacle, trying to keep it from causing any damage. Sally Sanguine, who is actually at the tentacle in the other room, will also get an 11. So misses both of you as you're avoiding letting it get in on the more sensitive, constrictable parts of your body.
It's because I'm so little.
Ooh.
And it's just a ditto at this point.
All right, Beholder. What are you doing?
I'm just going to dash down the hallway.
Okay. What a distance. I think they'll be fine.
Okay, that's as far as I can get.
Okay. Gwenna. What do you want to do?
Okay, so all right, so Clay is right next to me right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So does he still look hurt to me? Or can I see that?
Oh, he still looks hurt, absolutely. He looks like his hair is frazzled and fried. He's got deep burns where lightning ran through his body. Big veins are bruising already.
I might be smoking just a little bit.
I imagine so.
I like
His
the
toes,
idea that
the
your
toes of his
hair-
boots popped out.
I like the idea that your hair is just completely static bald at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And he's tracking slime everywhere in the hallway. Both Nibbles and him.
Oh, shit.
Ew. Oh, Gwenna doesn't like that.
More like a sewage slime.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that makes it better.
Poo slime, yeah.
Oh God,
right.
I got grappled by a shit monster.
Thanks, Sadra.
Okay, so as Gwenna sees Clay going by, she's going to cast Healing Word, and her Healing Word is going to be ah!
All right. She screams at you briefly as you feel some of the bruising recede in your arm. You take 4 points of healing.
Thank you, Gwenna.
He doesn't smell any better, though.
What? What happened? What'd you kill?
I don't know. This shit tentacle monster attacked me.
Gwen is questioning following any of the party at this point, and she's seriously considering
Just
the
going back to
non-shittiness of her room.
The worst
she
part of
feels
it is
bad.
I got to go back and clean it up.
Oh, ew. This what you get
You
for
have-
getting detention.
This is at least you have magic to help a little.
Oh yeah.
So I think Gwenna's gonna wait to see where Clay goes,
Okay.
and she's gonna hang out where she is.
Okay. All right. Next up is Clay. You may follow Clay if you'd like to make that your turn. You just go where he goes. Okay.
Okay, so here I go.
Okay.
Trying. I can't see the grid very well.
You use arrow keys.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You just 1,
Here,
2,
let's
3,
do
4,
that.
5, 6.
And I don't think I'm going to do anything else.
Okay.
So I think I'll just go ahead and take a
Dash.
dash.
All right.
That's just double movement, right?
Absolutely. And
Yep.
Gwenna, you see him start dashing down the hallway, and I'll just move your token as you sprint after him.
Okay.
Granite.
This is a tough decision. I just want to keep hitting it. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
With guiding bolt.
It does.
And then I would like to use my second attack to hit it with my axe.
So you can either cast or attack twice with your axe. You cannot cast once and attack once.
It's not an attack action.
No. So it's
Spells
either
are
the
different.
it's either the spell or the multi-attack action. The multi-attack action is 2 melee attacks.
I want to stick with the spell.
Yeah, that's pretty good. As it's wrapped around you, you bring your arm in and you kind of thrust it into the tentacle as lightning bursts from your hand, and the tentacle, the rest of it goes inert and all over the bathroom. And it's down.
Yay! Well, that was fun.
And the door unlocks and opens slowly back out to the hallway.
Wait, so what's stopping me from leaving?
As you walk out, you do track slime into the hallway. Nothing. The lights are still there, pointing you into that bathroom. And specifically to a mop and a bucket on the inside.
I'll mop and bucket.
You do hear fighting
Never mind Finn
noises
in the other.
coming from the other hallway.
Never mind Finn. Don't worry, I got this. I'm good.
No,
No
you're,
biggie.
you're right.
No, I'm good. I'm great.
I think I have that much movement.
Okay. Nibbles.
So I have that slime on me and my sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take some of my tattered clothes that I have, slop it with that goop, get it all nasty. How high up is this skull lifting?
About chest level.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to finish my movement next to it and just slap it into the eyes and try to cover them.
Cover the eyes. So you
just
give me a. Let's just make this an.
unarmed strike.
Maybe just placing it
Nibbles
on
has
top
one.
of, or shoving it in eyes, or.
Yeah, enough force that it would actually like get stuck, but not enough that I'm like trying to hurt it.
Okay.
You know,
so
like throwing a fake punch.
what I'm gonna make this is a persuasion roll to show intention to a magical flaming skull.
Interesting. Okay.
Non-hostile.
At least it's a positive stat. Ah!
Oh no!
I at least blind its eyes.
Well, 1 second.
I don't.
I hope I at least blind its eyes.
Initiative is right after you.
No.
Well,
It was nice knowing you.
Done
I
yet.
hope that poop is not flammable.
Okay, so you do, and you see the rag begin to smolder and burn as the skull begins to heat up and flame up, get active and aggressively
okay, so
moving.
I definitely know it's gonna.
You do. You do.
Oh.
What would you
Okay.
like to do with the rest of your turn?
Bonus
That's not so
action,
bad.
nimble escape to disengage, basically.
Okay.
And use my next 40 movement to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now that was a free action to interact with an object. You still have your action.
Oh, I do still have my action? Okay, then
Absolutely.
let me change my movement. Okay, so I made 5. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45. I'll be right there. Yeah.
Okay.
diagonal.
All right. Whew.
It's coming!
Let's see. What does it do? Yeah, all of you hear Nibble shout down the hall. What does it do on its turn? Oh my
God
god.
damn it!
I mean, it was like only a natural 1 was gonna make this bad. You did this with okay.
Damn it!
It will come to. It'll shake the rag off. As its free action, it'll move 40. It will hover 40 feet in your direction.
Yeah. Fireball.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Time for
1, 2, 3,
flaming goblin.
4. And it'll use fire ray 2 times.
I hope that's less
Scorching
deadly.
ray?
Is that a crit
Nope.
or is that the
Fire ray.
okay?
Hmm.
It's the left-hand side, right? I'm not getting that crit.
Correct.
There's no advantage. Okay.
So, 19 hits you?
Yeah, so does 22.
Okay. All right, so you will take 17 points of damage total as 2 rays of fire come out and start boring into your back.
Yep.
Does it speak anything? Because I would love a voice.
You can make it speak. You're the DM.
I can, but you're right. It does speak common, and its jaw starts chattering like a chattering skeleton. I don't want to do it because it hurts my teeth thinking about it. But it starts chattering, like that. Ugh. Did you just get dental work done? Who did that?
Yeah, it's all fake.
And it hurt really bad.
And it starts shouting. What's the intelligence of this thing? Oh, pretty intelligent. Pooh bandit! Pooh bandit! And it's shooting you with lasers. Pooh bandit alert!
No.
Finn, you're up.
I would like to stab a bitch for 8 more damage. My turns are
there
so
it is.
easy, guys.
That's fair. But Granite is next to it now because it takes up the entire room, and you get 18 points of damage.
Ta-da!
And with that, it actually goes inert and splatters against the wall.
Does it explode even though I've just been doing piercing damage?
It doesn't just it's not exploding on its own. It's the force you gave it as it went inert causes it to fall to the ground and kind of away from you.
Okay, it went splat, not bleh.
Right.
Okay, I'm okay with that. That's easier to clean up.
And,
It's not on the walls and the ceiling.
It is just about everywhere, including wrapped around you. As we would normally drop out of initiative.
Sorry.
Beholder, you hear Pooh Bandit alert! Pooh Bandit! Nibbles runs screaming, "It's coming!" from above you. Oh, yeah, he's got you. Oh God, he looks the part. You're not wearing the wedding dress, are you?
Yeah.
It's a poo covered white dress.
I mean, I got a robe over my
the robe over
dress,
it, right?
so...
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can't hear you, Beholder. Oh, he's talking to not us.
Sorry, there's noise around me. But so I saw Nibbles go towards the skull, and then I saw the fire and hit the poo bandit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I know that the skull's coming after him again.
Yeah.
Okay. While because I still think I don't know where everyone else is.
Correct.
I'm so happy for the situation you're in right now.
I'm going to turn and let loose an arrow down the hallway towards Nibbles. But I'm going to use... Actually, I don't have to... Do I have to declare that before? Let me see.
While he's looking that up, fun
Okay.
story, I've gotten a lot of practice drawing slimes lately.
Okay,
Hey.
cool.
That out there.
Okay, so I'm going to pick the flaming skull that I've seen in the last minute. and I'm going to use it as my target.
Okay. So you're gonna curve the arrow.
I am going to curve the arrow.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't somehow still know it's you.
And
If it gets blamed on me, I'm okay with it.
so,
All right. A 14 will hit.
okay, so it'll take 7 points of damage, and then it does a dex saving throw.
Okay. 1 second. 32. A dex saving throw, and it's trying to meet what?
It's here. Let me.
It gets an 18.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, I'm assuming it's not that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't take the extra damage, but I still hit it.
Okay.
So
Nibbles, you watch as this arrow goes flying out of his bow, curves around the hallway, and strikes the skull as it rocks back a bit. And we'll see what it does on its turn. Anything else you want to do?
and I'm going to fire a second one.
Okay.
Let me.
That's
roll
right.
the attack.
Rangers are cool.
Archers are cool.
Were you a fighter or a ranger?
I'm a fighter.
Oh, even better. Yep, that'll hit as well.
Okay.
So,
And then another dex save.
and we'll get a
Really low. 12.
6.
Oh, wait.
So it's less than 14.
It is.
Okay, so it takes an extra d6 damage, I think.
Alright.
Let me confirm that.
What ability is this?
And it can't
This
move.
is Seeking Arrow.
This is the arcane archer, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know its location.
Are you an arcane user?
I'm a nature-based one, but
Nature-based arcane archer.
Yep.
Did we have that discussion? I probably allowed it.
we did, yeah. You said as long as I took the Druidcraft and Nature.
Oh yeah, that's
At
right,
the
because you had the option. That's right.
Divine soul sorcerers are arcane, but arcane archers aren't. I'm offended.
Yep.
Fine.
There's
It's
a
fine.
there's a moment where you got to
It's
choose divine skills.
Fine.
I'm gonna.
1 point of force damage.
Okay.
I tease. I really don't care.
Let's see. Anything else? I believe you still have movement.
I will continue to move down the hall towards this other bathroom.
Okay.
So. Right there. I'll push the door open, but I won't step inside or open the door because I'm at the bathroom.
Okay. Too easy. Gwenna. Oh, but real quick. Sorry. Beholder, which you do see Sally Sahagwin and Sally's bodyguard just chilling in the hallway having a conversation. And you see the Yeti on the far west? West, standing in the hallway outside the door of the evocation classroom. All right, Gwenna.
Well, Gwenna's gonna hear Nibbles saying it's coming, followed by what was it? Pooh?
Pooh bandit.
Pooh Bandit.
Bandit
Pooh
alert.
Bandit alert. Pooh Bandit.
She's gonna hear Pooh Bandit and go, nope, nope, nope. And she's gonna run towards where she saw Beholder go.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bye-bye. Yeah. She's gonna run away from the poo.
Okay.
Man, you could go in the tavern just eat.
But oh no, but she'll feel guilty. No, she's gonna resist the tavern.
Okay. Are you gonna you can double distance dash if you'd like, or would you like to do something with your action?
Right now she still has no clue what the hell is going on, so I think she's just gonna run and keep running until she figures out what's going on.
All right. So you can go another 30.
Crap.
Clay,
3.
while she's moving, what would you like to do?
I am going to. Yeah, okay. I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Um,
and that's it.
Granite and Finn, I don't have any combat for you down there. Are we okay to move you out of the initiative?
Yeah, Finn just starts cleaning the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm gonna mop.
Also, I think it's hilarious that Durant may have gotten detention, just a lot less shitty of detention as us.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know what you're talking about. This was the best time I've had all day.
Love the
I
idea
mean,
of
the
a
fighting,
Go ahead.
the fighting was fun, but the cleanup is not going to be quite as fun.
It was worth it.
All right. Is that your whole turn, Clay? Double movement?
Yep.
Okay. You get about to the end, you see Beholder kind of waiting at the bathroom door. Nibbles.
I'll tell him I'm coming.
Nibbles, what are you doing?
I scream back at the skull as I'm also still retreating. I didn't know you're sentient. I was just testing things. I'm sorry. I'm not a poo bandit. And then I'm gonna go running inside the room, close the door, yell at Tuna. Hey, Tuna, hide! And then I jump under the bed.
Did you close that door?
I said closed.
Okay.
Give me a persuasion check.
You're still covered in poop.
That's not important.
My poor dog.
Wow.
Um,
Who's he persuading?
The dog,
Gwenna,
I think.
Oh no. Yes.
you feel your schedule vibrate,
Okay.
Oh no.
hmm
and
Oh no.
as you take it out, you have detention tomorrow.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
It does say your free evening is
What?
you don't have detention.
I guess it figured out I'm linked to you.
And with that, the noise dies down in the hallway a bit as it stops shouting "Pooh Bandit," and the light of the skull, which flickered momentarily at your door, you could see flickering under, goes away. Back to the corner.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay hidden under the bed, just so you know.
Okay. At
Shit
first,
smelling and
the
everything.
dog is excited to see you, and then goes to the other side of the room. Sniff, 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 run. So we can drop out of initiative for all of this. We have people down south cleaning up the mess. What are y'all doing? What are you going to end up doing down?
So there's not another poo monster in this one.
As you look, there's not a poo monster.
Okay.
Oh.
Does Clay have the line back to the bathroom?
The line is, yes, pointing back to the other bathroom, specifically to a mop and a bucket.
Okay.
The line to this bathroom is gone now.
Okay.
Fascinating.
I'm
Well,
assuming I would head back to the bathroom with him.
yeah, I'm gonna go back and clean the bathroom.
Can you describe the bathroom to me?
Sure. More or less as it looks, there is a table with some towels. There's a large wash tub on each side with some dividers. There's a drain. And then there is a faucet and some buckets for refilling water.
Cool. Okay.
More or less magical modern bathroom.
Cool.
With poo slime.
The holder doesn't want to do this work, so he's going to turn on the faucet and try to plug the drain so that the bathroom floods with water to clean it up.
Okay. All right. This is, give me a, pick the check. Pick what check you think applies to this scenario the best.
I think it'd probably be intelligence. Something.
And what do you plug in the drains with?
Check.
Life hack.
I'd probably use the mop.
Okay. How there are two drains, one on each side.
Okay.
So one you could probably do with the mop. What do you want to use the other?
There's a bucket.
Okay.
I'll do the bucket of the other one.
All right. It would work fairly well. Now, at what height of the water are you going to start doing? Like, describe your thought process here.
Just fill up the room a little bit so that there's water, and then open the drains up so that most of it flows away, and then then we just have to push the rest.
Okay, go ahead and make your check.
Okay. You probably want just an intelligence check, probably.
Whichever, I'll let you put whatever you want. That'll just be how you approach it.
Okay.
I mean, it could be animal handling, but that'd be weird.
I'll just do intelligence. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. You manage to, everything's kind of covered. So you take multiple benches and block the entrance to or you close the door, you put a towel under it, you keep it flowing out, you let it rise, you begin to use the mop and the tool and the tables to kind of scoot all of the sewage that's on the floor away. And you do a pretty good job of getting the bulk of it, so you're not moving piles of it away. After the standing water drains again, the water that comes out of the faucet ends up being, it's clean, it's warm, and it's a little soapy. So over the course of 2.5 hours, with your head start, you manage to scrub the place down and then yourselves pretty well.
Cool.
All of us.
No. How do you do it at the bottom? You guys have a...
Oh, I do it the old-fashioned way with a bucket and a mop.
Who's moving me
and,
around?
Oh, that was me.
You're silly.
So down below, how do you do it? Also, thank you, Jamie, for the cheers. And thank you, Crikey.
Yeah, I got an emote.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Emote.
I don't want to try anything fancy. I just want to fill the bucket up and...
Okay. So each of you choose the skill checks you want to use to clean. Much in the same way.
Deception. I don't clean it.
That's an option.
Please don't get us in any more trouble than I've already gotten us into.
I mean, I love detention.
You got to hit things.
I got to hit things.
I got to learn rule 1 of call lightning.
Did. I'm just gonna use I don't know, dex check to
Okay.
make it. I could do acrobatics and just try to no, we're gonna do dex.
I rolled a 9 on my athletics.
Okay, noted. A 12 on your
12.
dexterity. Okay, here's how this works. Granite tries to, elbow grease, but it's exhausting. She gets it done. It takes you a long time. And you will take a point of exhaustion for your cleaning. Finn, you manage to clean it. Takes about the same amount of time, but you do it with less muscle, more finesse. But you don't necessarily... by the time you're done, you're worn out, you're ragged, and you're messy.
Definitely taking a bath. Just full on submerged, hide under the water until I can't hold my breath anymore and just be ashamed.
Okay.
Just ashamed of myself.
So you don't have any of your clothes here. Would you like to go get them first?
No.
And come down?
Just soak them in the water and just clean them clean it, empty the tub, and
Okay.
and then take a bath.
All right. So you have a little bit of time to do that while Granite finishes muscling through it. And it is... You pull your shamed head out of the water the second time. And standing in the door of the bathroom is a Baylor with his arms crossed. And he looks at you, points down the hallway, and screams in abyssal. Clearly indicating, get out of his bathroom.
Oh. I thought it was
Fine.
late for class.
Finn will just get up, get dressed, and
Okay.
go.
And the bathroom's clean. Granite, you feel your class schedule vibrate as you check it. You
What
have
does it say?
detention tomorrow afternoon. About the same time, Finn's walking away, wet, with wet clothes.
Finn! I love you. I hope that I get to kill more things.
Sure.
But I
Well,
think
next time we enter the room at the same time. How's that?
you kill things, I clean. No, Azave. I kill things, you clean things.
Sure. Whatever. Ow. Okay. All right. Let's do this. I'm ready to take a nap. What about you?
That sounds good.
Okay. And they will make their way back to the room.
Okay. You two approach the wall where you previously went through, and as you step close, it will push you to the other side. The first thing you see is a long hallway, and the Yeti, still in the hallway, waiting outside the classroom. Then he looks in your direction, moves out of the way.
Oh, but you cleaning bathrooms too? I bet not.
Is Granite still covered in shit?
So the scene is Granite's covered in poo. Not horribly, like, but she looks like somebody who's been working and cleaning all day. You know, the boots are what's clean because it's where the water is being rushed. You are soaking and sopping wet. In the door of the, as you walk by, you see Durant Crowan and the evocation professor working on spells, and Durant notices the two of you walk by and just shakes his head and then turns back and completely ignores you.
I really want to share this poo monster with him so bad.
Another detention.
It's so worth it.
See, when I find myself struggling, I roll to see what I'm gonna do. I mean, that's just me.
Nibbles would have already done it.
We're supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I
you're
will
saying you're rolling?
absolutely. No, I'm gonna just fling poo at him.
You're doing it? You're just gonna open the door
no.
and just chuck poo at him?
Oh no.
Front of the professor.
Is he
And
gone,
his
has he
giant
gone
Yeti?
through the door already?
No, he's on the other side of the door.
On the inside.
Inside, him and the professor are talking, and they're looking over a book. The Yeti is like half in front of the door, half letting you through.
I'm gonna side eye the Yeti and walk away.
So I would have used the Yeti to clean myself.
like a cat, just rub against it.
No.
And y'all make it back to your room then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finn will dry off and put on dry clothes.
Okay. No, it's easy enough to.
Does Gwenna smell me?
Oh, you just wait a minute, Nibbles.
Yep. Gwenna, when you walk in, it does smell like somebody needed to take Nibbles out. Not Nibbles. I meant the dog, but it's turned out it is Nibbles.
Tuna.
Tuna out. Yep. Nibbles, are you still under the bed?
Yeah.
Okay, so you Gwenna comes back in the room, and the danger seems to have passed.
Okay. So I can smell him, but I can't really see him.
Yes.
Okay. She's
Do you
going.
want me to sneak?
Oh no, you don't. She's gonna look at Tuna and she's gonna go, Tuna, Nibbles, and have Tuna point him out.
That one's easy. Yeah, he'll bark under the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll run away again. And there is a trail as he hit the floor
shit.
and crawled under the bed.
Okay. So,
That's what I was thinking.
So is it safe to assume that in our bedroom we have, I don't know, a glass of water?
If you go to, you could get one easily. Whether you had one in your room or not, it's up to you. All the cleaning supplies are in the bathrooms. The glass of water is in the kitchen or the tavern.
Okay. So Gwenna would like to get a glass of water, maybe two.
Okay.
And she would like to. Okay, we're gonna try this out. She's going to cast Shape Water And she wants it to be in the shape of a mop. So she can both clean Nibbles and smack the crap out of him for getting to detention.
I'll allow it.
I think you have to give her something else with that.
So the point of inspiration, and you create a water mop that just it dangles under the bed a bit and then splashes against Nibbles.
That's what you get!
Yes, I know.
Poo bandit!
Not Pooh Bandit.
You covered in poo! You poo bandit!
I mean,
Poo
yeah, it's there, but
bandit.
it's not. No.
Don't rub your eyes.
Oh, you're gonna have pink eye. At best, you're gonna have pink eye.
I've been rubbing my eyes this whole time, and you've been waiting for the moment to point it out.
All right. And with that, the second bell, or the final bell for Lights Out, rings, and your second night, or your second night at Ektoon's Seminary. What do you got, Spoopy?
Before
I'm in the bath.
the end of the day,
Mhm.
Finn would like to just stand outside their room until Durant comes back.
You're going to stand outside of Durant's room.
Well, we're next door neighbors,
Oh, that's right.
so
Okay.
I'd stand out front of our room.
Okay. All right.
You could stand outside of the bathroom that I'm taking a bath in, bodyguard.
I suppose if that's where you are.
Well, then, we'll find out what happens next time on Delving In Deep.
Deputized.
Deputized Delvers. Episode 6, but 7 next time.
Hey guys, I did that whole thing without leveling up.
It's true.
Oops.
Won't be any level ups this time.
No, I mean I forgot to last time.
Oh, fair enough. You are level 6. So we'll be level 6 when we kick it off. Next time, probably going to an every other, since we're doing a twice a month thing. Our next one is tentatively 21 February. So stay tuned in. Tune in then to see what happens on the delightful adventures of Super Spies.
Oh yeah, super shitty at their job size.
This is more like Spy Kids.
And
Kids were more effective than us.
That's a
Hey,
good
I think
point.
Beholder's pretty effective.
They had more tools.
there's got to be an arc to the story. All right, I'm gonna close the stream so all the players can yell at me in just a moment. But thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, too soon. Sorry.
Not too soon. Yeah, stay tuned. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hang out in the Discord, chat about this. I don't know, Pooh Bandit fan art. We have too many slimes already.
Hey.
I'm excited about that.
We can't do that on the 11th, Josh.
If y'all play on March, what is the 11th?
I don't know, but
The
we
day
have
you're
work that day.
driving out.
Oh yeah, I am driving out that day. Anyway, we'll cover all that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. Tune in next time.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Yay! Is it time to dance?
They
So
can't
much
see you, but they can hear you.
Yay. Dancing. Yay.
We're all dancing.